rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rock at Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. And welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Let's go, party people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scream. Ah. Let's go, y'all. Man, good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all, man. So the Knicks played the Memphis Grizzlies tonight and lost 127-123 in a nail biter. That game was not nip and tuck. Memphis tried to pull away from us, but the Knicks went on a few pretty good runs, showed some intestinal fortitude, some toughness. The Knicks showed some toughness tonight, man. I could recap the game with all the blase and all that stuff. I'm sure you guys have watched every post game show known to man. Excuse me. I'll let them have the box score reading and all that stuff. What I'll talk to y'all about tonight is a few of my observations. Right? So a few of my observations tonight and share that with y'all, right? And then, let y'all tell me what y'all thought. Let y'all tell me what y'all saw. Right? All right, we'll just do that. How about that? All right. So Trini, what's good? Trini Harlem is in the building. The vegan is in the building. What's good? The vegan says Cam makes a difference. Yeah, of course. The hip hop legend called Mega is in the building. Man, what's good? What's good? What's good? Ricardo Torres is in the building. Salute, y'all. Salute. What I'll say, just my immediate thought. My immediate thought is this Knicks team, if they could figure it out, is a lot better than what they're playing like. IQ wasn't injured. Oh yeah. If IQ, yeah. I agree with you. If IQ wasn't injured, we would have won that game. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I was thinking that towards the end of the game. I was calling the game. I'm not really good at calling games and all that stuff. All I do is just tell you what I see. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, man. I'm just doing the best I can. But what I would say, one of the immediate things that I saw is that the Knicks played fairly decent defense tonight for the most part. There was some scrambles though. There was some scrambles to loose balls and such that I really wish the Knicks kind of would have beat their man to. The offensive rebounding thing was crazy. The offensive rebounding thing was crazy. Some of those loose ball scrambles, you saw at the end of the game where John Morant gets his shot blocked, and then he just gets the ball right back and goes right back up. Bro, yeah. You're like, man, you make a stop, but then John Morant gets the offensive rebound and puts it back. I really wish we could knock down open shots. Man. If we could just, man, look. This is not a game to point fingers at how bad some people looked. Jalen Brunson for tonight was 8 for 20. That's not what we expect from Jalen Brunson. We don't expect Jalen Brunson to go 8 for 20, right? Obi Toppin had some wide open looks for 3, and they, Obi got some wide open looks, man. I wish, and he probably wished he could have got some of those back. Julius Randle tonight probably played one of the better games offensively tonight that you've seen in a minute. Julius Randle had 14 points and 9 assists. Randle had 14 points and 9 assists on like 9 shots. Yo, Shotgunner is in the building. Shotgunner's in the building. What's good, Shotgunner? Dre is in the building. Let me throw my. Oh, for listen, if you're watching this for the first time, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We do stuff like this often. We want to continue to build the community. Right? I'm gonna throw the link out there for my man. Right? And y'all listen. I know some of y'all that have been up on the panel with me are kind of new and been rocking me for just a little bit. But I have a rule that if you whack, I'm gonna boot you, and I hadn't been enforcing it. But I'm gonna say it right now. If you whack, I'm gonna boot you. Don't take it personal. But if you whack, I'm gonna boot you. It's just what it is. If your audio whack, right? If you're not letting people talk, if you cutting people off, I'm kicking your butt out of here. All right, we trying to do something kind of decent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my peoples in the chat. And for my old heads, I know y'all been asking me like, Uncle Freezy, you be letting cats get away with murder here recently. I know. I gotta get back to what I've been doing. Hotline, what's good? Yeah, man. So anyway, to the point I was getting at, man. Listen. Obi had a couple of shots, man, where when you saw it. Dre, what's good, brother?
I'm straight. How are you? How you doing?
Man, I'm sad by this loss.
Did it just settle in? Because initially you weren't so sad about it. You were just like, whatever.
Yeah,
And
I'm
now
sad, man. I went in there and had me a dinner of mozzarella sticks and milkshake. You know what I'm saying?
sounds like a
Something
good dinner to
healthy.
me, man.
So, something healthy, you know what I mean?
Something to distract you from the Knicks, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And while I was eating it, I realized that I was sulking. Sometimes you don't realize it. Adam, what's good, man?
What up, Adam?
What's good? What's good? Tweezy, Dre.
Um, I am when I looked at the box score, I was very, very sad. I didn't want to, so I don't want to do that box score thing because the box score doesn't really paint the picture that you know what I'm saying, that you saw with your eyes when the game was happening. What I did see is teams are leaving Hartenstein open for that corner three, and he's taking it, and his stroke looks good. But man, the last
He missed
7 to 8
everything.
attempts from there, those shots look like frisbees.
We weren't expecting a real stretch, but geez, hit the rim. At
Something.
least.
Everything was set up for him to get off a good shot there. Now, I mean, and everything the shot base was good. You know what I'm saying? Like his catch was good. He was prepared to shoot it when he got it. You know what I'm saying? The pass was accurate. You know what I'm saying? Nobody breathing down his neck. He just threw up a UFO.
The next Knicks game I go to, I'm gonna see if Hartenstein is like taking corner shots in the warm ups or something, because it don't look like he tries it at all.
Yeah, it looks like basic shot form, but maybe the distance was off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like in the game, he missed one far left out the corner. Like he didn't hit the front of the rim or anything. Like
it was up the paint. How do you miss up the paint?
Oof.
Yeah,
it's rough.
To me, Isaiah is not a 3-point shooter.
He's being used in the wrong way. We're forcing him to take the role as being the corner guy or like above the break threes, and he's not that guy. He can pass above the break, but we never really give him the ball above the break, and we
I
never
bet you he's
really
an
cut.
excellent. Oh my bad. I was just gonna say. I bet you he is an excellent practice shooter, which gives teammates faith that he can knock down those shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would never pass that ball in the corner to Mitch. You know what I'm saying? So they had to have seen something in order for them to have faith in him to take that shot.
Because we do go into sets where we have the flexibility where he'll wind up in the corner and it's not an issue.
Right.
But it's like he's probably better at the above the break three because he's used to having the ball and seeing the rim from that position where he can do dribble handoffs or find a cutter. And that's probably where he's more comfortable shooting rather than shooting a 3-pointer from the corner, which is about 3 feet shorter. He just doesn't have the muscle memory for that, maybe.
Right. I could see that.
So like when he was on the Clippers or the other teams, he had the ball above the break because that's the best place you can be if you're a passer, not in the corner.
Not in the corner, right?
And he probably would shoot a hell of a lot better if we're shooting those those wing threes, or top of the key. But we're never gonna put him in those positions. We just
because those are like where the wing. That's where the wing players like to shoot from. They're never gonna give up their chance to shoot from there for him to shoot from there. Never.
Nah, never.
Yeah.
Unless that speaks to the fact that we don't have that much motion in our offense. No backdoor cutting, no off-ball screening. On the transparent there, we do.
Yeah,
we saw a lot more of it this game. Yeah, we saw a lot more of it today, but compared to like the more modern offenses, even though we're pretty efficient, technically we're 15th while being last in 3-point shooting.
Yeah,
we're like 15th in offense while being last in 3 points. If you were bog standard average, you'd probably be like 7 or 8
offense. Yeah. It
is.
Go ahead,
it's unfortunate.
Adam. I think Adam wanted to jump in. Go ahead.
I've noticed a lot in this game and a lot of other games that the Knicks have lost. That they're giving up way too many second and third opportunities
Right.
on rebound. They're giving up way too many rebounds.
Right.
That is the reason why the Knicks are losing because they don't grab the rebound enough. They're not boxing out.
We're 30th
Yeah.
in defensive rebounding, I think, or 29th, one of those numbers. We're at the bottom of the league, regardless.
Oh, what number is that?
Defensive rebounding.
We're what number?
We're like 29th or 30th in defensive rebounding
Wow.
after
Oh,
being like
for the
fourth
Knicks.
last year.
The Knicks are
Wow.
always in the bottom of the league in rebounds.
Not this. No. We were like fourth or fifth in defensive rebounding last season,
Thought
and
we
now
were
we're at
second, but
we were
yeah,
second,
okay. Yeah.
and we were last. We're like damn near last this year because we're not finishing defensive possessions. We might get to stop the initial time, and then it collapses from there. And that speaks to a lot of it is Mitch not being out there, not being healthy,
Right.
and because when Mitch is healthy, even though he may not get the ball, he's blocking out one or two people because they're focusing on getting him out the paint, and that opens up a lot of times for our guards and wings to come steal a rebound.
Right.
But in this game, we ran into basically the best offensive rebounder in the league,
Yeah.
and a couple of those were some unfortunate bounces, like the one that hit
Bounced
off the
weird.
glass.
Yeah.
It hit right off the glass, right into his lap. It's like nothing you can really do about that.
No, there's nothing you can do about that. And then two, it's weird because while some things, when some things were unfortunate, man, we got a lot of lucky breaks tonight, man. Let me tell y'all something. I called it. Y'all were there. Y'all heard me call the game, right?
Yeah.
Y'all heard me say, yeah. For the most part, y'all heard me utter the words, RJ Barrett barrels into a double team and banks it off the glasses and it's in. RJ hit a lot of those tonight. I counted at least 4 where he went into the paint and it looked like the same old, but they went in.
To be fair, it looked like he was a little bit more under control instead of like deciding what he was gonna do when he got into the paint. Like he made like a concerted effort to like go into a move instead of running into the paint and then I'm just gonna throw something up. Like it wasn't like he went into his spin move a few times just to get his floater off, where it wasn't as clunky as it normally was. But like it's still like he's still not a great finisher. So
well, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I never said that was his mindset though. I didn't say his mindset was just barrel to the rim over and over. What I'm saying is when he did go, you know what I'm saying? Because he looked very unselfish in the beginning. Very unselfish. As a matter of fact, he looked a little too unselfish, right? But then at the same time, RJ finished with how many points today? 19. RJ finished with 22 points. Okay, 22, 7, and 4. I'll take that from RJ Barrett every night.
50%.
Yeah.
He was the least of our issues tonight, at least.
I've noticed that RJ has taken the ball to the basket a little bit more tonight. He missed a couple, but he's taking the ball to the hoop a little bit more tonight.
Yeah.
He was a little aggressive.
He was more under control, in my opinion, instead of just barreling with no consciousness. But but a lot of those would still miss, even though it would be like the similar attempt. But they went for him tonight, at least. What my biggest issue was that anybody that's a power forward that can shoot will shoot on us at will, and they will hit threes at will.
Yeah.
If there's a way for me to look up like positional players that shot a certain percentage against the Knicks, I probably would. But I want to look up what power forwards shoot from 3 against the Knicks and their shot chart.
So we got to talk about that. That one of those you mentioned it while we were doing the hangout. That Fours were getting wide open looks from three in the corner, and we had our eyes on Julius Randle in the paint. Right? I'm at a point now where I'm ready to just go scream at Julius Randle about getting out to the corner on those things, recognizing them earlier, and scrambling out there to prevent them. Right?
A lot of time, I feel like he spaces out sometimes on defense as well. Like he'll be in the middle, in between, like not really guarding anyone.
Right.
Zoning
up. Yep.
And then they'll if he's close enough to the corner, they'll just hit him with the back door, and then he'll put his hands up like, "Where's the help?" When that was your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like he'll get hit with a back door if he's like spaced out, zoning up.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Randall's defense is definitely bad on that. Right. Off ball.
It might be scheme. It might be scheme as well, but I don't think
it might be.
It might be scheme, and he might not have the capability to just be a guy that's high IQ to know how to play situational zone defense, which is what he's basically called for on the weak side. It's being situational, and it's like a roadblock where he doesn't know when to do what to do on the weak side when he's up by himself. He doesn't know how to navigate that. And that's the difference between like an elite defensive player and an average one and a bad one.
Right. And we can't say it's necessarily all scheme, maybe. Because when Obi is in at the 4, they just take the ball straight at Obi and go to the rim. I saw it 5 or 6 times with Jaren Jackson.
But
Jaren Jackson caught the ball.
Jaren Jackson's a big boy though.
Yeah,
you saw him next to Obi. He has about 3-4 inches on Obi and about 25 30 pounds. And he was a skinny guy when he first got to the league.
He was skinny out of Michigan State. Yeah.
He skinny and always getting hurt.
Yeah, but you know what though? It lets you know, because he turned on his size and athleticism on Obi, and Obi was helpless. The one where he tried to dunk, but he had to lay there with 2 hands. Yeah.
He just overwhelmed him. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there were a lot of things, man. Let me first start by saying this Memphis team is good.
Very good.
This roster that they have is constructed well. Man, they didn't even have Desmond Bane tonight.
They had a bunch of guys. Like, even though Steven Adams isn't maybe the most ideal center for John Morant, they made sure they have a bunch of bigs that can shoot.
But
they
you
drafted wings that can shoot too.
He's his bodyguard, basically.
Yeah, exactly. He sets them screens that gives him space. That's all he needs.
Yeah. And Adams don't even look to shoot. Trust me.
And when they get to their closeout lineups, when what's his name? When Jaren Jackson like fully gets up to speed because he was just injured.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a problem. Like a very, very tough problem to solve when they're running that 1-5 pick and roll with him and Jaren.
Yes.
There isn't really much you can do.
Because for one, you have to glue the 5, right? You have to glue the 5, right? And if you glue the 5, that means there's a possibility you might get rubbed off of your small might get rubbed off on the screen. Now you got Ja Morant headed to the rim with a full head of steam. And if you pinch your corners in, like Golden State likes to do, pinch your corners in to protect. The Knicks do it too. But if you pinch them corners in, bro, they have dudes that can shoot that 3 from the corner.
Pinch the corner, it's a swing, and it's Jaren Jackson. If it's not him off the pick and pop, it's Jaren Jackson getting it off the second pass.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is Jaren Jackson is more than likely bigger than your center, faster than your center, more skilled than your center.
Yeah. And then they have wing
shooting
players
from 27 feet.
And they have wings, bro, like Dylan Brooks and Brandon Clark.
You gotta remember they're missing Zaire too. Zaire
didn't play either.
He's hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave us problems last year, if you recall.
His shot, it was wet against us, bro. He looked like the modern wing playing. What is he, a 6'8" guard?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
he'll
looking like
probably.
Cam.
Yeah.
Basically. He was looking like Cam. And it's they when they got Jaren Jackson and then they got Ja, they decided, we're just gonna completely turn it over and draft guys or get guys that will fit in, like plug and play next to guys like Ja.
Right.
And it's just modern basketball at that point. It's more basketball.
Lee, what's good? What's good,
My
boss man?
man.
What's
My
up, Lee?
man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Peace to y'all, everybody, yo.
Peace. Yeah, man.
Peace.
Hey, man, I watched this entire game and I was disgusted, but I was at the ending. But the effort, I like. I don't care, man. Yo, we play hard, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Chip should did a lot of things. As much as I like my man out there, Cam Reddish,
Right.
I would have preferred Grimes. You know what I'm saying? Even if he fouled out, play on the young boy,
Ja.
Ja. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Bruh, Ja had just roasted Grimes for like 10 minutes.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Remember,
Hey,
Adam and I were talking about how Ja wasn't really a factor up until halftime. Up until
He
halftime,
really-
it was like everybody else. It was like Dylan Brooks and them.
And
you know,
then
and it was crazy because I'm sitting here, I'm trying to, before I realized you was on, I was gonna try to watch the game over, and I'm just like, Jesus, how did we lose this game?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were duking it out. You know what I'm saying? And that just tells me something. You know what I'm saying? All right. I heard you this morning. You were 80. I ate my ham and cheese croissant this morning.
Yeah, man.
that speaks to them
but you
having
know what,
difference
though?
makers. Yeah, go ahead, Corey. My fault.
But you know what I'm saying? Yo, we're not good. I get it, but we are playing hard. I can't say. I mean, the last two games I watched, I'm just like, wow, we should have won, but I can understand why we lost.
Right. Because ultimately, those lottery picks that you hit on pull your team through in the second half of games. Right. John Morant
Agreed.
is a top 3 pick. Jaren Jackson's a top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? And they flexed on us, bro. And Steven Adams is a top 10 pick. All of they flexed on us, man. I mean, there was
like,
nothing.
Like at the end, it was just Ja running 1-5 pick and roll, and there was nothing we could do about it. He was just slicing us up, and that's what difference makers do.
Right. And the thing
you
about
know
the
it's
pick and
coming,
roll
you can't stop him.
Once he got the screen, the roll man wasn't even a factor because he beat everybody to the rim. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you a question, Freezy. This is a real good question. Then, if that's the case,
let us judge if it's a good question or not.
Yeah, because that's what I'm asking you, gentlemen.
All right.
Because I had some things that run through my mind.
Okay.
Why in the hell did Julius Randle stay in the game as long as he did when apparently he was hurt, and Obi should have played a lot more minutes.
I think so too.
I think Randle turned his ankle. Randle has this thing where he's like prime LeBron, where he could turn his ankle and just get back up and walk it off.
God damn that, man! Because listen, I saw what he was doing. He was out here trying to get the cheap shots. You know what I'm saying? And begging for the refs to show him some love. And it popped up maybe 5 or 6 times. How many times did you go to the line, Freezy?
I don't know.
Randle? You talking about Randle?
Maybe because it was in the second half he turned his ankle, correct?
Yeah, he turned his ankle and then he fell on Mitch or something. Like that.
Yeah, it was like that. All that happened at one time.
Right.
Yeah. I'm about to tell you right now. I'll look it up. Give me a second. He shot
Because
6
I
free
seen him.
throws. Went 5 for 6.
Okay, so but he had like maybe 2 rebounds after that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
think,
he had
well,
10 rebounds total, 9 assists, 4
Yeah.
fouls, 1
but after
turnover.
when he got his sprained his ankle. See, that's
Oh,
the thing.
right. He wasn't looking as mobile after that. Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
That's telling me something big. Either the Tibbs doesn't trust what you call it, to step into that role in
Obi.
that situation.
Right.
Obi, yeah, exactly. In that situation, which I felt like he should have.
Nah, bro.
Yo, hold on a
He
second.
trusted Obi. Lee, he trusted. You remember if you remember, Memphis went on a run, but the Knicks had got hot scoring the ball. So what Tibbs did, Tibbs took out Mitch and brought in Obi instead of Hartenstein. And so what happened
No, no,
is
no. I thought it was the other way around because I thought he brought in.
nah,
What you call it, and left Obi in.
nah, that's not the time I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the third quarter. And then I'm talking
Okay,
about
I'm
in the
sorry.
third quarter. Tibbs took out Mitch and brought in Obi, right? And we were thinking this is maybe Obi's time. The Knicks went small to maybe get out and run against Memphis, but we couldn't grab rebounds. Memphis was just back
Mm.
tapping everything, man. They just muscled us up. Tibbs immediately brought in Hartenstein for Obi. And then we tried it one more time. Dre, was that like the beginning of the fourth? It's like
Yeah,
Obi came in, I think it was. We tried to go small again, and
yeah,
then
and it didn't work.
Jaren
It didn't work.
Jackson started taking Obi to the hole,
Oh
and we were like,
man, yeah, that was
yeah,
ugly. Yeah,
yeah,
all
and
right,
so
yeah,
Like,
I get it.
yeah,
I get it. I
yeah,
get
like
it now.
Jaren does the stuff that we want Obi to do, but he's bigger and stronger
and tough, and he a man.
and a better
Stop
shooter
it,
probably.
stop it, Freezy. Why? I knew you were gonna go there, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Nah, man, nah. And so here's the thing too. Here's the thing too that I disliked, and I wish Obi would do something about it. I don't know what. When Quickly was hurt, right? So
Hmm.
Brunson had to play a ton of minutes, right? When our guards go in the post, so Derrick Rose was at point. So the lineup was Hartenstein, Rose. I think it was Hartenstein, Rose, Cam, RJ, Brunson, I think. And Hartenstein and Rose were in the same corner. And Hartenstein was telling Derrick Rose, get away from me, go, space. He was pointing it out. And when you go back and watch the game, you'll see Hartenstein and Rose. It'll be at the top of your screen, that top corner.
Mhm,
Hartenstein is in the deep corner, right? Which I don't
mhm,
like. I don't like to see bigs that can't dribble or pass in the deep corner because if
mhm.
they get pressured, what are they going to do except step out of bounds, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Hartenstein and Rose are up there. Rose is about 3 feet away from Hartenstein when Brunson is doing the Brunson burner, right?
Mhm,
You know what Obi is?
mhm.
Obi is the outlet man for Jalen Brunson. You know how every time you put somebody in the post, you have an outlet man in case they come and double team?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 The outlet man was Obi Toppin. As soon as I saw
Someone at
that,
the
I was
top of
like,
the key.
yeah. So I'm like, as soon as I saw that, well, he was like wing adjacent, but you get what I'm saying, though, Lee, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, oh, why is Obi up there and Derrick Rose is not over where he is, and Hartenstein and Obi are not over together, right? That just tell me the team has low IQ, and it's not just the young guys; it's veterans too. Because if Derrick Rose has been a point guard and has played point guard his whole career, why would he go hide from the ball? Think about it. If Brunson is doing a Brunson burner on one block, right, and you are in the opposite wing corner with Hartenstein about 3 to 5 feet away from you, and Obi
Mhm.
Toppin is the outlet, why not have Cam over there? Manchild was good, bro. Why not have Cam or Derrick Rose over there? At least somebody who can catch it and recycle the ball, pull it back out, give it back to Brunson, and run another play. They had Obi right there clapping for the ball.
I
Right?
think I
Obi
saw
like,
that.
yeah, I'm ready. And so when I saw that, it immediately makes me think, Obi doesn't like being Obi doesn't like the physicality. Let me just put it that way. Let me
Yeah,
just,
he don't. Yeah, he don't.
yeah. Because ultimately, in those lineups when Saldama was on the floor and Jake LaRavia are on the floor, those are the
Those
post up
dudes were banging up
opportunities.
dudes.
Huh?
There's some bang 'em up dudes. They were running on the floor, diving, doing things
Yeah.
the things that my man should be doing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But those are the dudes you want Obi Toppin to possibly post up. If Obi had any ounce of post game, he should be posting up rookies. LaRavia and Saldama are both young guys, first and second year players. So why wouldn't Obi post them up instead of Brunson posting up John Morant? Even though my man has the advantage over John Morant, but if there's an alternative to it, why not give that to Obi? Since you know what I'm saying, you needed some buckets there. Those are the type of things. When I watch the game, I noticed that Obi will hang off on the perimeter instead of cutting. But when Obi did cut, like when Obi was in Cam's spot, like I don't know if y'all noticed, but when Brunson got into the Brunson burner, you know what I'm saying, and Obi cut to the rim, he hit Obi right in the gut with a pass, and Obi had a layup. And the same thing for Cam Reddish. Right, and the same. I think they were assist number 5 and 6 for Jalen Brunson back to back, and then we went away from it because I think something strange happened. Like maybe RJ Barrett hit a 3, and then we were like, "Oh, okay, RJ knocking down threes now. We can go ahead and just run our regular offense." Nah, he just knocked down. It's only one. Calm down. You know what I'm saying?
That's horrible.
Yeah,
I want to also acknowledge one thing. Randle got baited by a rookie into a stupid foul. Why? Why are you
twice? 2 fouls back to back
by a rookie?
by Saldama.
Like, why are you even engaging a rookie? You shouldn't even pay him any a euro at that. Like, no offense to Euros, but like, you let him get in your head, bro. Come on, Julius. You're a 9-year vet. Get it together, bro. Shouldn't even try to be aggressive. That he did one of those things like those Melo fouls. Like when Melo doesn't get a call on one end, he just comes down and just
hack somebody because he's mad.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing, bro? Like
classic Melo. Just hack somebody because he's mad.
So
so he can get some more time to argue.
You hear him say, God damn, and then he comes back down the next way and then fouls just because you can hear him like when he's underneath the rim and gets hacked and the mic picks up everything.
Yeah.
Call the foul.
Yeah. Man, blow the whistle. Yeah. That it's classic. It's classic Melo, man. But so this Grizzlies games, it was disappointing. I'm sad by it because I saw Randle get hurt. I saw Quickly get hurt. It's one of them things that these next couple of days off. These what do we have? We don't play till Wednesday, right?
No, Tuesday.
I believe
Tuesday.
so.
We play on Tuesday.
You sure? We play the Bucks on Tuesday?
I don't think we play the Bucks. We play another team on Tuesday.
Okay.
Let me check.
Because I know we have a back-to-back. I thought it was.
It's Pistons then Bucks. Pistons on Tuesday, Bucks on Wednesday.
Okay.
Are they both at home?
Thank you, man.
Not the road. Both of them on the road.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That's a pretty rough back-to-back. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, the Pistons is fine, but the second half of the back-to-back is very rough.
Oh God, man! This is like
and Kevin Knox has come to life.
Watch him out, man! Watch him out,
looking
man!
Like a valuable NBA player. Where's Hoodie Kev when we need him?
I just talked to Hoodie Kev today. Hoodie Kev was
God bless, man.
Oh,
that's what's up.
His Jets beat my Bears today.
I mean,
are you serious, man? Jet fans are losing their mind because the Giants lost Thursday.
No, that game don't count.
I see the Knicks winning against Detroit because they beat Detroit twice already.
Yeah, Detroit is banged up. Cade is out right now, like indefinitely out.
Who?
Like Cade Cunningham is indefinitely out right now. Like they're thinking if he should get surgery or not on his shin.
Oh wow.
What's wrong with him?
But he had like something on his shin. Like he had like some shin injury.
Oh, like a
And
major shin splint.
He's been out. He's been out for like 2 weeks. But
He's probably got fractures.
if you
He's
know,
probably got fractures
if
in
you
his
know,
shins.
I low key feel like this is part of the Wembayama sweepstakes. But I have my tinfoil hat on. That's just me.
Oh yeah, of course. So what do you make it? And y'all listen. I know this is a Knicks channel. We talk Knicks, right? But we gotta make sure that we keep eyes out for everything. What do y'all think about the simmering Sadiq Bey rumors, trade rumors?
To New York?
No, just in general.
I feel like they're throwing him out there because they don't want to pay him. He's in a situation
That's smart. That's smart.
where he's in a situation where they're trying to gauge his value because they do not want to pay him. They don't want to be stuck with like a contract where it's like 4 years, 90 million, and they have two other wings that's really the future of their team. And he's not that great of a defender. It's not like he's Mikal Bridges out there, you know?
Right.
He's sometimey on the defense and he's a very streaky shooter. And they're just not more willing to commit to him. And I feel like they're just trying to gauge value where they can push back their rookie scale wage on a couple guys and fully commit to Cade and their younger guys and surround them with the right vets. Because I think Cade and Jaden Ivey are clearly going to be the future on the perimeter on that team.
Okay.
And paying him wouldn't be that very like he's expendable in today's league, in my opinion.
Hey, Joey, you said both games are on the road, Detroit and Bucks.
Yeah.
Actually, the game against Detroit is in Detroit, and the game against Milwaukee is at the Garden.
Is
okay.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not that bad then.
Okay.
By the way, the Knicks schedule for the month of December.
It gets rough.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Let's stay on this though before we skip ahead. Like, should the Knicks have interest in Sadiq Bey?
No.
For what? He's coming up on an extension. It's another guy we're gonna have to pay. We might as well focus on Cam if we're thinking about a wing. It's probably might be cheaper than Sadiq Bey.
Okay. So Sadiq Bey's 3-pointer has been off this year.
Yeah. He was like 40 or near 40 last year, something like that. Or the year before that.
Let me see. Yeah, he was 34% last year, and 38% the year before that. This year he's 29%.
He's gotten worse. Yeah, he's gotten worse as the volume.
But his free throw percentage is 92%.
How many times is he going to the line, Freeze?
4.3. That's a lot. That's a lot for a jump shooter, bro.
Ooh.
He's attacking a lot more because Cade has been out. And they don't really have like a guy on the perimeter they can consistently rely on. Like they're relying on Alec Burke right now. Alec Burks and Killian Hayes. So he's deciding to like be that guy. He started out the season trying to be that guy. And the Detroit Pistons were gauging his like skill set and they realized it might not be worth it to keep him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you think about it, they have Kevin Knox, which is basically Sadiq Bey.
Yeah.
It's like, why would we keep him when we can field a random 6'7", 6'8" guy in that position and not have to pay him $18 to $20 million, which is what Sadiq Bey is probably going to get.
Probably going to command, yeah.
Agreed. That's agreed. That's agreed.
So it's like, why
now
would we do that?
We put all them perspectives out there.
Why would we do that when we're gonna give Cade the supermax next offseason? Because the way he's progressing, they're just gonna have to give him that bag.
Right.
and they're just gonna try to build around him and build like a young and up and coming team. And I don't think he really has that much value with them. But I've seen stranger things where a rebuilding team may like need a contract to hit the cap floor,
Right.
and he might be one of those kind of contracts where like Lou Dort got paid whatever he got paid, and it was really just to hit the cap floor and probably be like a movable piece in a bigger trade
Yeah.
later on down the line. So
Yeah, because he's a young guy with a certain skill that'll be attractive on the market. When the salary cap goes up, his percentage of the cap will go down.
exactly. So like
Yeah.
Lou Dort makes like I think he has like a 5-year contract that's like 87 million or something like that,
It's not
That's
bad.
ridiculous.
which is it's a lot, but they're like hedging their bets on him being a valuable player in the future, which is
Yeah.
okay to say. Like he's a pretty good 3-and-D guy. Like he's the type of guy you would want to put around a superstar if you had
When
one or
his
two.
offense comes along, when his offense gets NBA ready, when he gets to about 42, I don't know what his splits are, but when I watch OKC and I watch them a lot, OKC don't have shooters, bro, at all. They
Yeah,
don't
they
No,
got
have.
they
it's right.
start they try to play small ball like artificially have an extra shooter on the court.
Yeah, so they score with pace and a lot of odd man advantages. 4-on-3, 3-on-2, 2-on-1. You know what
And
I'm
if
saying?
that
They
don't
create a
work,
lot of
they go
they
to
create a lot of
SGA.
that stuff. Yeah.
But that's what makes like players like Profesheski and the young man who just got hurt very valuable because they're pretty
Chet
much what you're
Holmgren,
talking about is on the
Yeah.
fast break on the shooting. You know what I'm saying?
trailers out
Trailers,
there.
exactly. Big men trailers who can knock it down. A lot of Christoph Porzingis
Type.
situations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The Wembanyama sweepstakes that we're speaking about.
Yeah.
Those guys.
So just want to say this to those out there to all of our like supporters and stuff, man. Make sure y'all hit the smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. But the thing I really want to say is man, listen, for those of y'all that thought the Knicks were gonna tank, man, I can't see this team tanking.
Nah.
I can't see this. I just
Speaking of that,
now
Freezy,
no,
I
hold on, Dre. Let me finish.
oh,
Hold
yeah,
on,
okay,
let me finish.
got you.
So what I will say to you is should this team tank, man? I don't know. I think this team has a lot of requisite pieces, but at the same time, man, when I look at the standings, I see the teams behind us and that are in the same boat, like Brooklyn and Chicago, teams like that. The only teams ahead of us that I think I see falling down the standings if something bad happens, Indiana and Washington, but they are playing really well right now. My bad, Dre.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I sent you in the Discord. I sent you a Reddit that showed that historically the Knicks have never tanked ever. Like, and they showed like specific details about how we've never tanked, and it's not
Right.
something that we should come to expect.
Right.
So the only times we've quote unquote tanked in the last 20 years are like 2 times, and one was because we simply weren't that good. We indirectly tanked. We were trying to win, but we
Yeah.
just weren't good.
It was a soft tank. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, I want to show you that, so like you might want to base a show off of that because it's pretty interesting. It's like a whole bunch of tidbits and details that you would like in that Reddit post.
Okay. Let me see. I need to see. I don't know if that's Adam or not. That might be a troll. Let me see. But I guess what I'm saying to you is this team is going to be the little engine that could all season, in my opinion. And I think it's going to frustrate us half the pieces, kind of like tonight's loss frustrated us where we were in the fight and we felt like we could have won this. When Cam Reddish hit that 3 to cut the lead to 1 late in the game, it gave me the sensation that the Knicks were about to go on a run
and pull this one out.
Yeah.
But that's only
but at
natural.
the
We're
end,
fans, though.
and nah, when we got that rebound and we got the defensive rebound, and
Adam, what's good, man?
I'm good. I stepped off for a second.
Okay.
no, I was saying, when we got the defense, because I unfortunately had to listen to my man, what's the boy name? The former point guard from Memphis. Oh my God,
Derrick
Oh,
Rose.
you were watching?
I think he was at Duke. Oh yeah, I had to watch their version of it.
And talking about Elliot Williams.
Nah, man, what's the dude name? Brevin Knight.
Brevin Knight,
Brevin
Knight.
Knight?
Brevin Knight
Brevin Knight
calls
went to
games
Stanford,
for Memphis.
right?
Brevin Knight
Knight
calls
Went
games
to
for
Stanford,
Memphis.
but he's from New Jersey.
But
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's
I
pretty
had to listen
decent.
to that.
He's not that
I thought
terrible.
you said from Duke. I was like, from Duke?
I had to think about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to think about it, but you were right. But Brevin Knight, man, oh my God. You know, he said something major. He was like, yo, whoever wins this, like, because both teams were giving up too many offensive rebounds.
Right.
And if we could, when we got this one defensive rebound, I think it was like what, maybe not even a minute or even 45 seconds. We got down the court. We got the foul. My man knocked down the shots. We was up by one.
Right.
From that point on, it just went blank for me. I'm like, I don't even understand what happened from that point on. I was like, what happened?
Right. They used their superstar to pull the game out.
Yeah, they ran 1-5 pick and roll basically until the game was over.
Yeah. And there was nothing we could do. What do you do then? Do you collapse off the shooters to stop John from going to the rim? Nah, you don't collapse your shooters. You don't pinch your defenders in from the corners to give up corner threes. In that situation, nah.
He actually guarded it pretty well in one of their actions. Just he got the ball right back to him. So
yeah,
like we covered it up so well that he went into a 360 layup with 14 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's my point. Yeah, now you mentioned that, because now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he went to that, and I was like, how in the hell did he get that off and still get the ball back and go back up? That's blew my mind.
Right.
Like Mitch didn't block it hard enough to knock it away from the play or anything. He just tapped it right back to him.
But that's not Mitch's fault, though.
I mean, it's not Mitch's fault, because if he would have went up with more aggression, they would have called the foul.
Yeah. I mean, it's just unfortunate, bro. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
But also too now, but for everybody, you know, in our nation, when they see something like that, and then they go on a whole different other tangent because they lost their minds, but they forgot about how the game transpired.
Yeah.
Because even like that Portland game, we was like, what the fuck? Oh, excuse me. I was like, what the hell? We were in this game. How we do not pull this out? How
does this game get away from us?
Exactly.
And so I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. Don't get it twisted, man. These Pistons are scrappy, right? These Pistons, I think they beat Golden State the other day.
They beat Utah. In Utah.
They beat, yeah, man. Hey, don't get it twisted. Like,
man, I'm placing a lot of that Utah on location versus.
They beat the Nuggets with Jokic.
Huh?
They beat the Nuggets with Jokic.
That was the game. They beat the teams that we beat out there.
Yeah.
Except Jokic was actually there. And then they gave the Suns a run for their money and the Cavs a run for their money.
Yeah, and then here we are. We are not the Cavs and we are not the Suns.
Like I'm pretty sure we'll win. That makes
it's hard.
That makes anybody feel better. It
is
hard. It is hard, but they're like dinged up right now. But that could be an Alec Burks game right there where he just gives us 25.
I think I kind of like Killian Hayes, bro.
He's actually been looking like an NBA player. He's actually been looking like an NBA player since Cade went down, and they gave him some minutes.
Yeah.
Because he was looking very bad before.
Him and Ivy together look like something, bro. Him and Ivy together. Now, him and Cade together look like robotic, but him and Ivy together,
work,
yeah, man.
Because Ivy is just the lightning. He's just going. He's a blur.
Did Ivy play? Ivy didn't play tonight, right? No,
I think Ivy got hurt. Yeah, he was out tonight.
Yeah, man. And then they have the kid Hamidou Diallo who loves to murder us, regardless what team he plays.
Just because he's from Queens.
Oh yeah, well,
man.
That's Queens get the money.
Oh, all day.
Yeah, man.
Sunday we getting it twice.
Anyway,
Bagley got some run tonight. So did Killian Hayes.
Yeah,
Killian
man.
Hayes is pretty good tonight, 16 and 8.
We just need to show up. Hopefully this dude, you know what I'm saying, he can get his ankle back into the right situation and show up and play. I mean,
I feel like we're probably gonna win.
I'm excited. No, I'm excited. I'm excited because you know what? Because this, this is crazy. This team is like, it's basically what we've been asking for. Like, what is this team made out of? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do with these cats? You know what I'm saying? You saying we got a bunch of ham sandwiches. Some dudes show up some nights. You know what I'm saying?
Some dudes show up some nights, bro.
I feel you, baby. But you know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do from here? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
gotta beat Detroit. And
we got to. We got to, because to be real with you, Freezy, you know what I'm saying? I got a ticket floating out there that's saying that we're gonna be at least 8 games better than what we were last year. You know what I'm saying? And still be able to get into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to jump out the window too quick yet, you know what I'm saying? But also too, we need to find a way to find some continuity where we know we can go on runs and we got people who want to step up and play at certain moments in time. Certain games we're gonna just lose. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing I have not seen is us play together in one unison.
No, we haven't done that yet. No,
at all. Right.
You
know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's disjointed because like a lot of the players just don't fit together. To be absolutely honest,
it's because
it's overlapping skill sets.
And I've been saying it the whole time, but I guess what it is
it's coming along.
People don't understand what I'm saying. Tibbs, you got to put a traditional point guard on the roster, bro. You've got to have every team has. If you want to win, you got to have a traditional point guard to come in to kind of direct the orchestra every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It's okay having a whole bunch of soloists and all that stuff and a bunch of bridges where people rap and all that. But you got to have a conductor, bro.
You know what's funny about that?
But you know what's up? No. I got something to say.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Even the Golden State Warriors in their prime, right? They had Sean Livingston as a pure point coming off the bench for them, right? Even when San Antonio was winning or trying to win, San Antonio was in their heyday. They had George Hill. They had all these guys with all these super skill sets. Then they had George Hill to come in and orchestrate and run. That's why George Hill is still in the league. Not because he can shoot the three or he gonna dunk on somebody, because he can orchestrate.
Now, can I say something?
Yeah, you got Gavin.
My bad. And that was a very good point. But you know what though? But I'm gonna tell you, this is what made Chicago so successful. When they had Derrick Rose, Kurt Heinrich was that type of guy who did those things that made him successful, and he hasn't found it yet. And he thought he has it. He thought he had it either quickly, or he thought he had it in, my man Grimes. You understand what I'm saying? That guy to play off of either I want to say either Julius Randle or who could probably play off of what's my man name? You already know him, Golden Boy.
Right,
RJ
RJ.
Barrett.
Okay.
Barrett. You know what I'm saying? On my fault, fellas. You know,
No,
my
go ahead.
memory.
Yo,
But anyway,
I was gonna. Okay, I was gonna piggyback off of that Freezy because I remember watching the other night. I was watching the Nuggets play, and off the bench they had like a lineup where it was not a non-traditional point guard came off the lineup, and it was Bruce Brown basically running a point guard. Now he has ability to play make a little bit,
Right.
but Michael Malone noticed, oh, this offense wasn't going as planned. So who he put in? Ish Smith. And then
Right.
he put him in at the end of the second quarter, and then he put him in at the end of the third quarter and let him
Right.
run that whole unit by himself, and they ended up blowing out the other team because
Right.
they needed a traditional guy to just get guys in the right spaces and coordinated and organized because
Right.
it was just like a bunch of guys running around trying to be basketball players but
Right.
not really having any distinct
Look
idea of
at
what they
Boston.
should be.
Boston's red hot right now. Look at the Boston
mhm.
Celtics. The Boston Celtics are the best team in basketball right now, right?
Yep.
Right. And so that loss to Boston, when you look back at it, in theory, it doesn't feel as bad as it felt that Saturday night, right? But the
Yeah.
Boston Celtics, through 20 games, have only lost 4 times, right? They are 9-1 at home, 7-3 on the road. You know what I mean? They up, bro. I guess what I'm saying to you is when they added Brogdon,
Brogdon. Mhm.
it freed up Marcus Smart to do things that come natural as opposed to trying to be the point guard of the franchise.
Exactly. Even to a lesser extent, Derek White can shoulder that load.
Derek
Right?
White, yep.
To a
Yeah.
lesser extent. So
The
it's
Celtics
like
are a dangerous team.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, but
definitely contenders. They're probably well, the Warriors are starting to figure it out, but I would
yeah.
put them up there. I would put them at
But
right now probably the best team.
who on the Knicks right now is a pure point guard?
Wow.
Brunson attempts, and while he attempts, he doesn't always know when to pick and choose his spots. But
Right.
when he does figure it out, at times it looks really good. But he doesn't always have it. And
But
then
he
we
didn't
don't
figure it out.
always have the requisite spacing for him to be a great playmaker like that. Like it's hard
Dre, I'm
when you have
gonna tell you
a big guy
something,
like
man.
that.
I'm gonna tell you something, and this is. I figured out why the Knicks are going to be in the lottery this year, right?
Mm.
And this is going to sound harsh, but if
Sad.
you have Randle who lives in the paint, and you have RJ who lives in the paint, right, and you have Brunson who lives in the paint,
And
right?
Mitch.
And let me finish my point, Dre. I got
Yeah. Go for it.
and Mitch that lives in the paint, right? If the 5th person on the floor is not damn near Ray Allen, we're gonna lose every night, bro. Think about what we're offering on offense as a starting unit. If think about this, Grimes is as a starter is gonna come out the first 10 minutes, give you everything he got. He's gonna empty the tank, and you ain't gonna hear nothing else from him for the rest of the game offensively. It's just what it is. He gonna shoot. He the shooter that's gonna empty his clip at the beginning, right? And then
Oh God.
and then the rest of the way when you fist
Oh, I
fighting and
gotta
all
put
that
myself
stuff, he
in
ain't got
mute.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing. He just on the floor out of breath. That's Grimes.
Man.
It's happened. This has happened since Grimes has come back. Now, will
So you
him
saying
starting more?
so you saying he's like that guy from Harlem Nights that just kept shooting that little gun?
For real, yo. Seriously, dog.
Yeah, kinda. Because think about how good Grimes looked at the beginning of
Bang.
this game, right? Look at how Grimes finished at the beginning of this game, right? And then look at what he finished with in terms of points and assists.
He had like 4 in the first half, and then I don't think he had anything in the second half. Just 4 assists in the first half. Nothing after that.
Right. Let me. I'm just going to go back to the box score real quick. Grimes finished the game with 5 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds, and 4 fouls.
And in the last game he had like what?
5.
Was it 8 points, 7 points? No, 7 points,
like
5
that,
and 5.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking Grimes, man, because Grimes is what he is, man. We he gives you a lot of energy on defense, man, but he don't give you that starter consistency that you look for. Grimes is not 4 quarters or 48 minutes.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not right now. Not right now. He is, bro. We're gonna have to upgrade. We're gonna have to upgrade the 5th starter. The 5th starter has to be.
We need legitimately Desmond Bain to fill that role.
So here's my answer for staying out of the lottery. Bench Grimes and start Fournier.
Oh God! But that defense.
Oh nah.
Wait. Dre, did you say that defense? But that defense, Fournier sat the whole game, right? And the Knicks gave up 127 points.
Yikes!
But it might have been 147 if you'd have played, bro.
But the thing is, with Fournier, he's shooting 33%. He's a better shooter than that, but we're not even getting the shooting out of him. We're not even getting the shooting out of him. Well, we weren't getting the shooting out of him.
That's because he.
To me,
I can't even argue. I can't argue this point, but because it's mute. But wow.
So Fournier didn't play tonight, right? Fournier didn't play. We gave up 127 points and lost. How do you argue against not playing How do you argue against playing Fournier?
By playing Cam more. There's your answer.
Right, but you played Cam. You played Cam and Grimes 50 minutes tonight. Right. Grimes played 26 and Grimes played 24.
Yikes!
Wow, quickly hurt.
Bro, yo.
So it means that this roster is very, very flawed, and it doesn't really matter what like real arrangement we put out there because we're gonna have issues regardless. So we might as well go with Fournier. That's basically what it adds up to.
All I'm saying is this: I'm not knocking Cam. Y'all know I pounded the table for Cam. I wanted Cam to start. I wanted RJ to start at the 2 and Cam to start at the 3. Right?
I've been saying that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said that.
Yeah, but we have to look at the possibility of playing all your assets, man. What about Tibbs playing all his assets, man? We didn't see Jericho Sims tonight. Should we have seen Sims tonight?
I think we should have. I mean, because of the physicality of the game, I thought I was like, why was he on the court? But I know
the thing is you can't really account for length at a certain point. Like Ja Morant's gonna see Sims in the paint and try to take off on him, regardless from anywhere on the court.
Now, will he be successful? It don't matter. It don't matter because if they both neutralize and Ja Morant gets fouled, Ja Morant wins.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then when you're trying to battle force with force, like Sims isn't as disciplined, so he's gonna rack up 6 fouls in no time with Adams and with Adams on the court, Adams and John, he's gonna rack up 6 fouls in 6 minutes. So
man. And listen, and two, man, you know. Sims gives you no offense, period. No, Sims is not an offensive threat at all.
Besides the lob, which we can get out of Mitch,
which you can get out of anybody.
Well, not Isaiah. I don't trust Isaiah catching the lob. It looks like he doesn't have any explosiveness in him right now.
But Trey, listen, when I said anybody, I didn't say just centers.
Oh,
I said anybody. You can get a lob out of anybody. Anybody means anybody, not just centers.
In the dunker spot.
2, 3, 1, 4, 5.
Yeah. Why can't RJ throw a lob to Cam?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
Cam can get it now.
Cam can go get it. Obi can go get it. Just saying.
Now, I have a question for all three of you guys, Freezy, Dre, and Corey. I have a question for three of you. Look at the next 16 games, all the games in the month of December, and the game against the Bucks. How many games do you think out of 16 you think the Knicks are going to win out of 16 games in the month of December?
I don't know.
I
Look,
I'm
think
not
I
gonna
would
look,
lie
take.
to you.
just look at the
I think
team. Just
Because
Freezy would be better off putting that on the screen and then letting us like
yeah,
read it.
yeah. Put
Well, let
put put
Freezy
put the
freeze
yeah,
it.
schedule.
and then
Put the
plus
schedule in
two.
December up and tell me how many games you think the Knicks are going to win in the month of
Well,
December.
well,
I
but okay. So here's the thing: it's hard to predict. I understand where you're going with it, right? Or at least I think I understand where you're going with it. But the thing about it is hard. It's hard to predict. Not just overall, because I could just say 8-8 and just rock with it. I mean, that's about what the Knicks are right now, 7-9, 8-8. I can just say that and feel comfortable because I believe that's what type of team the Knicks are. Like a Knicks team that's right at or below 500, right? But the thing is with that is do you, Adam, do you know what type of team this team is right now? Are you comfortable stating what type of team this team is after, say, 20 games?
This team is not cannot cannot what could I say
It's
cannot compete
inconsistent.
against the team.
Right.
This Knicks team right now cannot compete against the teams that we have to face in the month of December.
So, so yeah, so you're thinking maybe like 3-13.
I'm gonna say the Knicks are probably gonna go yeah, three and 13 in the month of December.
Right.
Mm.
Tibbs getting fired.
I only
Automatically.
I only see the Knicks winning 2 or 3 games of all these teams they're going to face in December, starting with the Bucks.
Right. Right.
Wow. Hold on, where my other phone at? I gotta see who playing the next game.
Now I don't know about Chicago Bulls. I mean, we're playing Chicago 3 times in December,
Yeah.
but again, they have Zach Levine, so we might have difficulty against the Bulls as well.
I don't know about them. I'm not really too worried about.
It's hard. It's hard to make the assumption because when before we went on this West Coast trip, after the way that OKC game ended, we thought we were going to go 0-5. So
Right.
like
Yeah.
guys sit out, like injuries happen.
Right.
It's hard to make the assumption like what would actually happen.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
And so, oh, go ahead, Lee. Go ahead, Lee.
oh no, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Because at the end of from my forethought and foreshadowing of this road trip, I was like, man, the way things were going, I thought Tibbs would be like on his deathbed.
Right. Right.
I would not lie to you.
And the Milwaukee Bucks all of a sudden look mortal. A week,
That
2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago they looked like they were going to go 82-0. All of a
Yeah,
sudden they can't get right.
the Knicks can't even compete against the Bucks.
Well,
We have so much struggle against
I don't.
Giannis and Drew
I
Holiday.
can't say that because because it's all about who shows up that night, and also too, man. And I say this every time, man. And we have not gotten a fair share of this. I don't care what nobody says. The referees have never been on our side at all this season. Not to say that we need them on our side, but we don't get no love. Zero. For as physical as we are, you know what I'm saying? For like when RJ goes to the line, he's like at a maybe what a 30% clip now, you
I
know?
I agree that the officiating has not been nice to us.
I'm just saying, and I'm just saying, and not to say that's an excuse because he should be making a lot of those baskets that he's going up there trying to get. You know what I'm saying? I just saw the man try to dunk on Nurkic the other day, and I was like, what the man? You can't get on this guy.
If Nurkic wasn't even there, he might have missed that dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Just saying, yeah, but still though, that's the highest I ever seen him jump right now. And everybody said he's fat.
Yeah.
Well, so son got out there and I was like, oh God, he missed that. I fell out, man. I was done. I fell out. I was at my people's crib, sitting outside, and I almost lost my mind in Middle Georgia, So I had to kind of tone myself down.
That's hilarious, right? Hey, but let me. I'm gonna say this to you about what Adam said about the December schedule, because when he mentioned it, I understood where he was going. I think it's more to the conversation than just the December schedule. I think it's more in line with, hey man, the Knicks better do something because this thing can get off the rails quick. Dre, you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because check this out. All right, so our normal munchies, the teams we normally munch on, think about that. Sacramento, they're 10-8 right now. Right. We normally munch on them. Indiana, they're in Indiana's 10-8, 10-9.
Yeah, and they were like 8-2 out of their last 10 or something before tonight.
We usually munch on them, right? And they beat us in preseason, right? The team, the Golden State Warriors, who we usually beat once a year. I don't know, bro.
We didn't get the one out there, so we not get. They beat us in the Garden, regardless. We just beat them over there sometimes.
Because it's a Showtime game. It's a Tuesday night game on TNT.
Oh God!
Yeah,
somebody getting 40 on us. Somebody getting 40.
Yes, it might be two of them that get 40 on us, bro. And then we have December 14th and December 16th is Chicago back to back, right?
Oof.
At Chicago.
Right? Both of them in Chicago?
Wow.
Both of them in Chicago, a Wednesday and a Friday. Right.
I noticed the league had been doing back-to-backs in the same city to tone down like some of the traveling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the other teams have back-to-backs just like that. We're probably gonna have one like this at some point in New York.
Yeah, probably a team in our conference.
Yeah.
You know,
Toronto.
Yeah, it's probably like a Toronto or maybe
Philly.
Yeah, or a team that flies. It'll probably be somebody like Miami, maybe. No, well, no, not Miami. It wouldn't be. Anyway, but yeah. I get what I get what y'all saying. But when you look at Detroit, Milwaukee, Dallas, Cleveland, Atlanta, Charlotte, we'll be at that Charlotte game, December 9th. Sacramento, right? And then Chicago, Indiana, Golden State, Toronto, Chicago again in the Garden. Then Philadelphia on Christmas, at Dallas, right? At San Antonio, at Houston to end the year. We'll do the Texas
Philadelphia
Triangle.
might be healthy by that time too.
I tell you one thing: the Knicks record right now is 9-11.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
What's up,
by
Chris?
the end of December,
Hey, Chris.
we could be seeing the Knicks record 11-24.
Wow.
It's scary, right?
So that leads me, Adam. Let me take the thing that you mentioned, and take it a little bit further, just for the sake of conversation. Not saying that I want to have this happen or not, right? But say we go down that slippery slope of say the next 5 games, because we're at 20 games right now, right? Say the next 5 games, we are not impressive. Say we don't win the games that we felt like we should have won. Does that put the Knicks front office into hyperdrive, where it forces them to make a move?
Well, what kind of move are you saying? Like to win or to just?
I'm asking you.
Well, they're gonna have to change the course or something on the ship.
Well, if we're going by history, we're probably gonna make some sort of stopgap move to
Yeah, we're gonna make 2 trades in January probably. We'll probably make a money move to clear cap space as in part of a 3-team deal like we did with Rondo this past year. Like be the third team in a deal where we get some type of
like a second rounder or 2. Just give us something.
Or we take a salary and we'll take a bad expiring this year, and in exchange for, say, cap flexibility or whatever the next couple years, you know what I'm saying? Like some team will give us a $20 million expiring for Evan Fournier or something. You know what I'm saying? Something weird. We always do something like that, right?
Yeah.
But I think you can expect the Knicks to pull off something, right?
But
Something.
is it a pivot to like try to win this year, or is it a pivot to just bottom out?
We asking you, what do you think?
I feel like they're invested in Jalen Brunson, and I feel like they're gonna try to get him to an All-Star game, and then anything after that is like, I feel like the right move to do is to pivot and try to get off one of these contracts. It's be honest, it's gonna be hard to get RJ's contract off this team because of the poison pill, but
they're not
gonna try to
trading RJ, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get rid of Randle or something like.
I think RJ's the golden child, bro. They ain't gonna trade RJ.
They ain't gonna trade RJ right now.
No, RJ's the future of New York Knicks basketball, bro. They were
trying to trade him in the summer, though.
No, they were not trying to trade. They were not trying to trade him. They would have traded him for a star, but they were not shopping him.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair to say. But it's like the right move to do is to like pivot and attempt to bottom out. But what I've seen in my 25 years of watching Knicks basketball is that we're going to try to get a win now type move, like a lateral move for a stopgap player, especially if we're hovering around 500 around the break.
We'll probably trade Fournier for Jerry and Grant.
Jerry and Grant.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
Jeremy Grant. Let's say Jeremy Grant is probably in China right now. But Jeremy Grant is, besides him shooting 30 free throws against the Knicks, he was shooting like 48% from 3. Like he's had a great year this far.
Yeah.
So I think he's very essential to that team.
Yes.
I don't think this front office is going to make a move.
They always do, and they always do.
I believe they're gonna make a move. I just don't know in what direction. That's where I'm in. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna.
I would be shocked if they bring in a crappy player.
Yeah.
If they bring in a crappy player, that means they're bottoming out and they're just taking a bad contract and they're getting rid of like a win now guy, which is like Randle or something. That's the only way to take back a bad guy.
Or assets like a draft pick or something.
Yeah, that's the only way I see us getting back, like someone that's not a good basketball player. If we're just going head in, like we're going full in on development and trying to maximize our pick in the draft. It's the only way I see it. Because like if we're gonna keep it a buck after the All-Star break, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play like 2 games
and sit,
and then sit. Like and they're going to try to maximize whatever they're maximizing their chance to get Wembayama amongst other teams.
Right.
Okay, Chris.
Hey, man.
Chris said something in the private chat. So you'll be back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man.
I feel like the right move is to pivot out because we have a point guard now, and we can still see the Randle and RJ combination does not work after 3 years, even with a premium quote unquote a premium point guard. So you have to like pick a direction. You have to pick somebody that you're gonna try to put as your face of the franchise, and the golden child is just going to be here regardless. So they're probably going to have to trade Randle. It's the only logical way of trying to attain a level of success that's beyond this current ceiling.
Bro,
like a
I think
back
Randle
to
is here to
step
stay,
forward.
man.
I don't like. Is he here to stay by force or choice? Like, are we choosing to keep him here, or are we forced because nobody wants his contract?
I think it's kind of both with this regime.
Does anybody know if Carmelo Anthony still want to play or he's done?
He wants to play. He's just
Yeah, I
not
think
gotten any offers.
we could have
He
used
definitely
Carmelo
wants to play.
tonight.
If I'm Leon, I will go after Carmelo. Bring him
Hey,
to
Carmelo
you.
could actually shoot. What was his 3-point percentage last year? I think it was almost
38.
40.
Yeah,
It's
like
38.
38 points. Yeah.
It's definitely better than whatever we got going right now. I
Definitely
think the
better than what
highest
we
right
got
now
going on right now.
is Derrick Rose, and he's down to 36 right now.
Yeah,
That is horrendous.
yeah, yeah.
We really don't have one 40% 3-point shooter, and every team has at least one.
Yep. Justin DW, thank you for the generous contribution. Justin DW said next 10 games, we need to either commit to a full youth movement, trade Randle, Rose, Fournier, or trade the youth to teams for a Levine or a Cat, like CB guy. Right.
But isn't doing that for Levine or Cat like a win now move? That's because that's not. Oh, he said or trade. Okay, that's the differential part. That's the or. We either commit to one thing or the other. I want no parts of Cat or Levine. Personally,
Man, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm snatching the number 9 off of this dude's back for Zach LaVine.
You like him as a player. I think he's a really good basketball player. You muted yourself. Freezy.
No, the Amazon mic muted me, bro. It's a short. It just does it.
Okay, gotcha. But it's like the knees are very concerning for me, and he's already missed like 5-6 games this year because of his knee.
Yeah.
What's up, Spree? And that's the concerning part for me. And they already have him signed for like $250 million or something crazy. So it's like it would be like us getting McDice but on steroids if he like just his knee just made him unplayable and it became degenerative.
Yeah.
It would be like a worse version of the Kawhi Leonard contract because Kawhi is like an MVP caliber type guy, but he's not even on the court like at all. And that can be debilitating.
It's like the Kobe thing. I think he's gonna wind up going to Germany and getting that thing. What you call that thing that Kemba got in his knees?
Oh, it was like some blood plasma thing.
Blood enrichment, something.
Yeah, they take their own blood and then spin it in a machine and then inject it right back into their
like Terminator or something.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. But Kemba did it and he still wiped out in like a year.
Yeah.
So it's just like, are you willing? Like, let me look up Zach LaVine's contract.
Zach LaVine's. I don't care what he makes. I don't care if he makes $70 million. Yeah.
It ain't your money.
Right. And then plus two, what we're getting, we're so devoid of what we're. Man, listen, you're talking about.
We don't have his athleticism or shooting, period.
Yes. And playmaking. Right. You're talking about taking, man, right now, I would take DeMar DeRozan. I don't care. Give me one of them.
DeRozan ain't making really nothing. And he's getting older, but his contract isn't that long. It's the Bulls are in a worse position than we are. They would probably take a ton of picks from us just to like reset because they're devoid of picks. They're capped out. They have a bunch of salary that's stuck on them. Like,
but you know what though?
Contracts that are stuck on them.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
They gave it a shot.
Yeah, they tried. And it worked for 1 year, and then not so much this year.
But they could still, if they want to reset, think about this.
Yeah, stem cells are our future.
Think about this. If they want to reset, they have valuable young assets that they can trade. I'm talking about if they want to completely bottom out. I would trade Grimes for Dalen Terry right now.
I don't know if they would do it. I don't know if they would do it.
I don't. But they like guys like that. DJ Duke was good.
Iota Sumo's solid young
solid, guy. Right? Alex Caruso was a nice piece. You think the Lakers would give you something for him? Yes. You know what I'm saying? What about Patrick Williams? You think a rebuilding team will give you something for Patrick Williams? Yes.
Maybe a late protected pick because he hasn't shown too much, but he has a high ceiling, but he just hasn't really put it together yet.
Because he's
he's just like Obi to me.
Except he starts though,
and he plays defense.
Facts.
Yeah, he starts and he played. Man, his defense, bro. And they
call him the Paul.
Yeah, bro. When his they know he's gonna be Kawhi. They ain't even sweating it. They're like, we got 4 years to invest in him, because if y'all remember, he was Devin Vassal's backup at Florida State.
Oh yeah.
He got drafted higher than Devin Vassell, and he was coming off the bench.
Florida State just produces all these athletic modern wings over there.
Yeah,
that's because the coaching and the coaching they recruit.
The coaching is good, but they recruit a specific kind of player on purpose.
Yeah, but that's what the coach wants.
Yeah, true.
Right.
I forgot that brother's name. He used to coach down in Florida.
Leonard Hamilton.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly who that was.
Yeah.
Miami, matter of fact.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that man smile in about 10 years.
Yeah. Nah, he remind me of my man from Philly. Oh, God bless the dead. Oh, I know you know this, Freezy.
Yeah.
The coach
from Temple.
Temple. Oh my God. Always mad, cussing everybody out. Don Chaney.
Yeah, that's
John
Chaney.
I'm about to go to bed.
Don't say Don Chaney.
Hey, good night,
not Don, but John.
Sorry about the loss. We're gonna see you Tuesday, right?
Hey, Spree.
What's up, man? How are you been, Chris?
I've been pretty good. Do you mind if I send my number in the private chat and we can text?
Oh, you're good, man. Do what you got to do, my man. It's good seeing you.
I'll put it in the private chat and we'll text each other. Sweet. Good seeing you, Spree. I love you, man.
Love you.
Yeah, man.
Good night, Dre. Love you, Dre, and Carly.
Peace, man. Thank you, bro.
Peace, bro.
I want to hear Spree's take on this whole scenario because I like Spree's takes. He has out of the box thinking.
Ah, man. I'm just depressed. I mean, we played a good game tonight. We just can't guard. Nobody can guard Ja Morant, to be fair. But I mean, I thought Randle got into it with a guy. We had to give up off the ball. We had to give up free throws. I mean, in a one possession game, that can make the difference. But anybody blaming Jalen Brunson for the loss is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. I can't let that happen.
A young man willed us back in that game. He willed us.
I can't.
He willed us in that game.
I saw some comments saying, "Are you concerned about Jalen Brunson's ability to close? You don't get to the fourth quarter without him." So I can't have that. I'm not going to allow that.
The thing is, like, the shots that he missed, they were high percentage shots for him. Yeah. He just missed them.
Yeah.
Good looks. He generated a good look that we would have not generated otherwise. Because how many times in the last 3 years we went to an ugly Julius Randle isolation to try to close out a game?
Yeah, jab step, pump fake, rip through jab step.
Oh my God.
How about we close the game on defense? How about when Mitch blocks that ball, why doesn't RJ step up and strip him? Don't let him just get a layup.
It's he's already backing off because he already contested. So it was like it's hard to change your momentum when you're already going back, and the ball just landed right in his lap. Like the way
It's a
RJ
tough
was
one.
guarding him, he was terrified of like getting a foul. And
I
the
get it.
same reason why Mitch didn't block that shot even harder because he
No,
was
I get
wanting to
it.
get a foul. Because if Mitch
I'm
wanted to go
just
up there aggressively and sent that shot, there was no way he was gonna get the ball back. But he went up just to like contest and
yeah.
it ran into his hands. It was just an awkward play
I'm just
all
saying
over.
this. Like those people that are questioning Brunson, did you question it when he got the foul call and made both free throws before? I mean, like,
No.
I want the ball in his hands. I mean, the issue was we couldn't stop John Morant. Can't that screen that Steven Adams would set. I mean, maybe you put Grimes back in, but it is what it is, man. We just got to
No,
be
we gave up too many offensive rebounds.
that too.
That
That
was
too.
it.
We
We
gave
may
up
have
too
stopped.
many
We would have.
offensive rebounds.
We
Both
got to
both
stop, and
teams
then we couldn't
capitalized. Both
get the
teams
finish in.
capitalized on the boards,
You're
on the
right.
offensive boards.
You're right. Well, that
We
wasn't
ma-
just our bigs. That was also our guards. We just didn't put bodies on guys.
We didn't put
But
bodies on
their
guys.
guards too, though. You know what I'm saying? Going back, saying that back. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't play. We didn't. If we were a defensive rebound, a hell of a lot better, at least 10% better, we were one. We would have won this game. Period.
Hey man,
But
I'm gonna just tell y'all this, and I know it's gonna sound saucy as if I'm not a Knicks fan, but bro, you got what you asked for. You want a midget at point guard. Guards are gonna out rebound you. Face it. You want a Smurf at point guard. If you want a Smurf at point guard, guards are gonna get 10 rebounds a game against you.
How many
Look,
rebounds did Ja get today?
Look, 10.
He got 10. Yeah.
oh yeah,
How
you got
many?
a triple double. You know,
Wait. Hold on, Lee. How many rebound? The game before that, we played Portland. Did Portland have a guard that got a lot of rebounds?
Mm.
How many
Probably.
rebounds did Josh Hart have?
14.
like 18.
18 rebounds, bro.
Jeez.
You want to Smurf at point guard. These are the things, yo, Knicks fans, we can't have it every way. We can't have it both ways for everything, bro.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna give up some. You can't have a Smurf at point guard and think you're also gonna get elite defense and rebounding, bro. I mean, and listen, I'm not knocking Jalen Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson now. You know what I'm saying? I like him now. You know what I'm saying? But look, when you roll out there with a diminutive guard, these are the things that are going to happen. We just got to live with it.
And that's why the pursuit for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is very important right now.
Right, you
Oh,
gotta.
the Knicks should go after him.
Right, yeah. Think about this, man. If Grimes have to, because Grimes could be a rebounder, RJ could be a rebounder, but they have to switch off of their man, right? They have to switch off of a wing player to guard the point guard. That means the point guard is there. Your point guard is switched onto a wing player in a rebound situation.
Oh,
Hey, Freezy.
yes. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Freezy? Is
Yes,
it a crime to actually see Cam and Grimes play together? Why can't I see that?
Why can't? Because RJ sits.
I'm
We
okay
saw
with
it.
RJ.
We
And
saw
they
that
got
for like
and they have
2
to have a
minutes.
starter. They got to have a starter on the floor with them.
But my whole thing is like, if you really need defense in a stretch of the game where you literally can't guard the play the whole time, can you at least give RJ a breather and say, let's rock with Cam and Grimes for a couple minutes? What's
Right,
the
and see, I like that, bro.
We actually
I like
saw
that.
that
I always
tonight.
did.
Actually, we saw
Did
that
we?
tonight. I think.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
It was for
Yeah,
a few minutes.
when quickly left, you saw it in
Okay.
a small, yeah. But
I was
guy,
I was so mad that I didn't see it. I was
Oh.
so mad at my television. Maybe I missed that.
I was just gonna say this to Dre. Dre, you know what's gonna have to happen, right?
What?
So I alluded to two things. Like I keep a lot of this stuff to myself because I don't want to guide the narrative. I just want to have the conversation with you guys, and most of the time, and just see what you guys think. But bro, the Knicks are gonna have to get a physical guard to put in this lineup. RJ's gonna have to
Exactly.
play the 3. You can't. Grimes is man. Listen,
Too soft.
Grimes ain't it.
No.
Grimes ain't it. Grimes is
And
like,
what pisses me off is the fact that they said that he was the one who kept us from getting oh boy. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let that go. But the point of it all is like we need that situation. This is why I'm trying to tell you, this is why I say Shea Gildress, yo, come on, bring him to New York. If you know what I'm saying, find a way to get him to New York.
right. Well, that and so what I was gonna introduce, because it's about that time. So Dre, generally about this time of year, about December, I always I try to see if there's a pathway for us, like what I'm saying, making a run, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a pathway for us to make a run.
Oh boy.
How, Fuji?
Should we save it and just do a specific show instead of doing it in the middle of the night? Just talk about it, like all of us are like on a.
Hey man, shoot your shot, yo.
I mean, you can bring it up. You can bring it up here and then run it back with the morning crew.
Because
it sounds like it's something that
it could be like a
they have
replay
different-
type of thing, man. You could introduce it tonight, and then on the morning drive, have your whole thesis statement ready to go.
Right. Here's my thing. Okay, here's the thing. I think the Knicks can legit make a run, and I'm talking about serious, not no make the play in and we feel good for a couple of days and then the draft come and we mad. Right? I'm talking about like a serious run, like knock off. Like knock off one of these teams that having a dream season, like Indiana, like Washington, like when the playoffs come, like one of them are going to be the 4th or the 5th seed, right? Washington, somebody's going to be the 4 or 5 seed, and we can get into like a 5 seed, and then knock them off, like an Indiana, right?
Okay.
Here's the thing. Run the same offenses and the same defenses. You go get 2 players, right? Here's how you solve everything. Move Brunson to the 2, go get a big point guard.
Whoa. That just
So he doesn't have to focus on playmaking. He could just be a gunner, which is his best.
So he can do what he did next to Luka.
Why don't we just go get Luka?
Why don't we just go get Luka? Right.
That's probably gonna happen in like 4 or 5 years, though.
Hey Dre, you know what that does though for the defense, right? So for the defense, okay. So if you go get a big point guard, a big guy, I'm not gonna say a certain name, right? Just go get you a 6'5", 6'6" point guard that can score and play make, somewhat athletic, somebody that can create his own shot for himself and others. Right? All of a sudden, as soon as you move Brunson off the point, your defense at point guard gets better. Now there's less scrambling on the backside. Now Dre's not mad at Randle not scrambling out to the corner. You know what I'm saying? Now Randle doesn't have one eye on his man and one eye on Brunson's man. Right? What it also does is it gives the Jalen Brunson ample opportunity to get into the Brunson burner more often. And he can still play some point. Right? The only thing is there are limited dudes that fit this description.
Very limited.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody in mind?
We could trade for Lonzo.
I have
no.
I have the perfect person in mind. I don't want to say his name.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name.
I like your thinking though. I do like your thinking.
But it's not. I don't dislike Brunson at point guard.
No,
I dislike Brunson's point of attack defense that causes everybody else behind him to scramble on defense and have Dre mad calling names.
It's fair.
Like Jalen Brunson was already off on the off guard, and John Moran was calling so many switches just to get him up
Just to
into
get
the
it.
action.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Brunson tried. He tried his hardest. He tried really hard, but there's just physical limitations that he has.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Because think about Dre. Think about this. This is as basic as you can make it. Right? You heard us complaining during the game. I saw it during the game. I didn't want to say. Of course, I like to keep my thoughts to myself. I try to be like a neutral moderator, right? Trying to be a neutral moderator. G Money, what's good, bro?
What's cracking, slacking? I'm doing fine. How about you guys?
Good, man. I'm good. It's good to see
All
you.
right, peace, G Money.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're just trying to fix this team, man.
It's
Salute
easy.
G-Money.
It's easy, bro. As soon as, because think about it, when Ja came down, made his first trip down the floor, and you saw Grimes on Ja, that means if Ja misses, that means Jalen Brunson has to box out a 6'6" shooting guard on the boards every time. And y'all know that's our Achilles heel, but we won't mention it because he scores on the other end, and we value scoring more than we value defense, but we complain about defense. You know what I'm saying? If you can get your point of attack defense set, now it's a domino effect. Now dudes are not scrambling. Now Hartenstein's not in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Now Mitch doesn't have to go out to the perimeter and cut off lanes. And now you don't have to worry about weak side shot blocking from Obi and Julius Randle because the point guard can keep his man in front of him. Right. But Brunson is not built to do that. And so what? He's here and we got to deal with it. Right? He's here for 4 years. Just something we just got to deal. He's not going to get better at it. There's no need in us complaining about it.
What we're trying to say is we're trying to get Grimes, but Grimes at 6'6" and can run an offense legitimately. that's really because he's decent at point of attack, but unless you're describing an elite point of attack defender.
No. I'm just talking about average. Brunson is terrible.
Brunson's slow on defense.
Yeah,
because
terrible.
You know who the perfect guard that would be next to him would be Drew Holiday or something like that. That would be the ideal guard you put next to Jalen Brunson.
What about Shea?
Drew is 6'5".
And Drew is also physical on perimeter defense too, and he can pick pocket guys too.
Yeah.
I think Shea would be perfect.
He can create his own shot. He can razzle and dazzle, stroke it from 3 mid-range, and he's a good defender too. Have you noticed that SGA is also one of the top leaders in rejections as a guard?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Bro,
I'm trying to tell you, SGA.
Go get him.
SGA.
Is he available?
No, not.
Nah,
he will be.
I'm saying
he will be.
The thing that makes him available is something we don't have to offer them because they want young talent
We have it. We have draft picks.
And we might have to trade a young player.
But they have
a young player in there.
They have way more draft picks than us.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing about that is the draft pick thing is teams are going to be trying to offer a whole bunch of heavily protected, first round picks for SGA. Let me give you 4 heavily Secret Service protected first round picks for SGA. Nah, man, if you want SGA, the Knicks are going to have to give them their 2023 unprotected first, the Dallas pick, the Washington pick, the Detroit pick, and walk out of the draft with no draft pick.
Hey, and that's everything we should have did last season. Unfortunately,
for Donovan Mitchell, you mean?
Exactly, and we didn't do that because we didn't give up Grimes.
Because Spider's that go-to guy, though.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dre.
What do you think this roster or this team would look like if we swapped Julius Randle for Jeremy Grant?
The same
in a vacuum.
Probably the same roster.
Yeah, I don't think it would be much different.
Yeah, it's just.
But I'm just saying he's a 48% 3-point shooter and a much.
He can stroke it from 3, but he can't be streaky.
This season, though, you talking about this season, bro?
Yeah,
True, but he
yeah,
can be
yeah.
streaky sometimes. I love Grant. He's a athletic freak that can slice to the hole, but he is kind of a streak shooter sometimes.
Yeah, and unlike Randall, that when Mitch landed on Randall and Randall hit the floor, Randall got back up and came back in the game.
Big
Hell
time.
yeah.
If Grant gets touched, he's out.
Too many guys are injury prone today's era. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
he's
you
out,
guys
bro.
still have faith in RJ Barrett?
Yes.
To do
Well,
what?
let me
To do what?
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Spree.
Mm-hmm.
Say for instance, you said SGA, right?
Yeah.
Say if the Knicks do trade for SGA, they move Brunson to the 2. You still get Brunson's production. You get SGA's production. You lose what Grimes brings, but you get more of Cam Reddish. Do you
Okay.
see that? I could see in your scenario, if the Knicks make a move for SGA, I can see the Knicks not only making the playoffs, getting red hot at the end of the season, maybe getting the 5th, 6th seed. I can see the Knicks being a second round team with SGA and Jalen Brunson. And here's why.
Possible.
Here's the immediate impact of it. The immediate impact is the energy that a big time potential star brings to the city of New York. Momentum.
True.
You basically swap out Grimes for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, with that said, the second thing you get is the very best of it. Jalen Brunson's thriving right now because he's getting a little momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But carrying this load every night in New York is a burden, right?
Right.
And if you ask Jalen Brunson to carry this load every night, you burn him out like you did Randall. You burn him out like you did Porzingis, right? You burn guys out. You burn out like Melo in the playoffs. Melo in the playoffs was a shell of himself. Melo in the regular season was a star, a mega star. Melo in the playoffs, not so much because he had to carry the team for 82 games, right? So and then you get that now in a technical aspect, right? Now RJ Barrett is not the de facto number 2 anymore, right? He goes into that shot hunting mode of trying to kill the defense with other threats on the floor. Now RJ Barrett goes to the lane instead of 4 people being down there, it's only 2.
Okay.
Right?
That's true.
And so now you open up RJ Barrett, and then Julius Randle gets to be that 18-point, 13 rebound guy. Right? Okay. And now Randle can get open threes. The thing with Randle's 3-point shooting is he gets threes, right? But when he gets hot, he's scorching hot. Right? And what you want to do is have Randle knock down 2 or 3 of his first 3 or 4 attempts. And now Randle is engaged, and you can get Randle that because teams are not readily scrambling to him because you have SGA and Brunson on the floor.
True. And you cannot double SGA too because he can't pass.
You can't double SGA. You can't double Brunson in the Brunson burner. You won't double RJ because it don't make sense to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair. But let me just say this. I think there is a pathway to get a high seed in your scenario here. I definitely think there's a pathway, and I'm not going to rule it out. I've been depressed on RJ, but maybe this new scenario can enlighten and give. He played well tonight, by the way. I got to give him up. But
yeah, he was aggressive to the whole
finally. However, I will say maybe this pathway would be the best thing for RJ and could get him new meaning and understanding on the court.
Right.
But do you? I guess my question to you is, if that pathway does not exist, do you still believe in RJ Barrett in New York City?
If that pathway isn't open, right? Do I still believe in RJ? Yes. Not this season, though.
Okay.
Not this season. Now, I believe RJ Barrett is the golden child. He is the future of New York Knicks basketball.
Okay. Okay. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
So you said SGA. I only use SGA because you used them.
Well, I think SGA fits your profile of what you were talking about. Like you went through the list of what you're looking for at that spot.
Right.
So I can't think of anybody else to me that would fit better than an SGA. Maybe there is somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, I was. Would you consider a Spencer Dinwiddie?
No,
Why
I
not?
would not.
I don't like. I don't like Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm just using him.
I
as
just
an
think he
example.
gets hurt a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
true, but I don't
He's
want
good.
true, but I don't want to some injuries with players though, because any player you can get injured. You know.
Yeah, but he's had a history with certain. Like he always misses games. If you look at his logs, I mean, he actually played well for Dallas last year with Luka, but I don't want him. No.
He is kind of streaky. He's a good playmaker, but he's also kind of streaky too. Streaky than a roller coaster. Yeah.
Right.
I
Hey,
don't
Dre,
know.
how good of a defender is D'Lo? Is he bad?
Terrible.
D'Lo's a traffic cone, indeed.
D'Lo is worse than Brunson on defense.
Facts.
Okay.
I mean, D'Lo's a good player. He can pass, he can shoot, but he's like a, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, you guys were talking about Jeremy Grant and Shai Alexander. Do you really think those guys want to come play for the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
That's a very good question.
I don't know. But I do know one thing. Leon Roses has to do something here.
Agreed.
Okay.
Right.
And his job's on the line. He and World Wide West. Look, I don't know who wants to come here, but those dudes, after the free agency we had, I know they got Brunson, but after all what happened, they better make somebody come here.
Mm-hmm.
If they got to give money under the table, I don't care if you do it illegally and nobody knows about it except us that's in this chat. You better get somebody to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so curious question. You guys, tonight's game, for example, you see no way tonight's game could be influenced by a better coach.
No, I don't think so, Wes.
You don't see the player rotations. You don't see.
Personally, I wish you could have played. Tibbs is a good coach, but I wish you could give Sims some minutes. Not a lot. I'm saying some.
That's one.
Sims should have played more over Hartenstein in this type of game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me just real quick before we totally move on. Yeah. Dre, what how would you feel if I told you that I really like Kevin Porter Jr.?
What?
I like Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter is nice. He can stroke it.
Theory, but he can't run an offense, which is kind of why it bogs down with.
Sure, Houston. He is kind of a ball hog.
It's awkward. It's awkward with Houston with him and Jalen Green and Jabari. Jabari Smith can't really get right because he doesn't have a point guard. When you have those big wings like that needs a guard to help them out, this is why he's been like completely inconsistent because there's no point guard on the team.
I'm here to tell you that I think Porter is has a higher IQ than those guys, and Jalen Green is a shot first, second year player that's really young that wants to be Kobe. Right? And so when you try to run your offense, you got a 20-year-old dude that thinks he is the next Kobe Bryant in your offense. Is he looking to pass the ball and keep continuity in offense? No. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not giving him the ball, because when we start to run a set, once the ball touches his hands, he's Kobe. Mm-hmm. It's the same premise with IQ and RJ Barrett. You could try to run all the offense you want. As soon as RJ touches it, he's going to back out to 40 feet, call the screen, barrel his way to the basket, throw up a brick over 3 people, and then complain to the refs. I agree. I watched Houston the other day, bro. I watched Houston beat OKC the other night, right? When you watch Kevin Porter Jr. and he's a shooting guard, right? He's not a point guard, right?
Yeah, Kevin Porter around right, yeah.
So Freezy on that.
Yeah, Kevin Porter's the shooting guard. Yeah.
Would you trade RJ Barrett for Kevin Porter Jr. and Jordan Poole, or Kevin Porter Jr. and let's say, I don't know, someone who can save us. Let's say Cam Reddish or Kevin Porter Jr. for RJ for Kevin Porter Jr. and
I don't know. Maybe some cat in Miami who just got a big contract. Would you trade him straight up?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to trade RJ, bro. And to quite honest with you, to be honest with you, I don't like entertaining the RJ Barrett trade things because RJ Barrett is the golden child. Y'all gonna have to realize that, bro. RJ Barrett is the golden child, and he is the future of New York Knicks basketball, bro. RJ Barrett is not going anywhere. He not, bro. If every time you see the Knicks do something, anytime Knicks PR needs something, they don't go get Julius Randle, bro. RJ Barrett can shoot 4 for 27, right? The next day they are gonna go get RJ Barrett and showcase the golden child.
Can I get the knife, please?
I want the knife.
Please.
Well, John Morant brought the knife in MSG. He made it Morantison Square Garden last night.
Is Josh Primo available?
Garden.
Yes.
To sign with any team?
I guess.
I mean, they cut him, so I don't know. Apparently, like the settlement happened, so he's free to sign with the team. So
who?
Josh Primo.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, he's a good player. I'll just make that comment. I like his game.
Yes.
He is a good player, yeah.
I'll tell you like this. What I would do is just send him to the G League and we'll go from there.
Right, exactly. But who's going to coach him? I'm sorry, guys. I go back to that. Who's going to coach these guys?
I heard Rick Pitino wants to get back in coaching
them
in the
no matter
NBA.
who you put on that team, we're going to lose. Sorry.
I heard a rumor that Rick Pitino does have interest in making a return to the NBA. I don't know if it's true or not.
He may be.
Let's give it to him right now.
But Rick Pitino is old now, by the way, too.
Yeah, Rick Pitino's like young. 65.
Yeah.
70 years old.
Yeah, man. Hey, and so Justin DW, thank you for the generous contribution. Justin DW says, do you think we've seen RJ ceiling, or do you think he's being used the wrong way? Like the Wolves situation with Wiggs and Ant. Yes. Yep. Hey, Justin DW, I think that's exactly what it is. We hadn't seen RJ ceiling. I think he's being used in the Elfrid Payton role. And y'all know that Elfrid Payton can't shoot.
Agreed.
Alec Burks was used in that role last year, and Alec Burks' offense went off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? And now RJ Barrett is in that role, and every time RJ Barrett shoots a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings.
You want to know what I noticed? You want to know what I like? I feel like RJ's attempts at the rim have gone up, and his 3-pointers have gone up, and it's like a concerted effort. He doesn't even take those mid-range jumpers he would take in his first 3 years.
I've never seen RJ take a mid-range jumper.
The last time he did was in 2021, really.
I'm saying, I feel like the coaching staff is telling him to drive or shoot threes. That's it.
There we go, guys.
Because even when RJ would like start feeling himself, he would get confidence. He would take the random mid-range jumper, but he's not taking that.
The last time I saw RJ Barrett take a mid-range jump shot was in Chicago last year, like 80 games ago.
He took a few earlier this year, but he hasn't taken that in a long time. Like, and I'm saying like it's a concerted effort where Tibbs is telling him he needs to take a certain amount of shots, and this is your shot profile. You need to be at the rim and you need to be taking threes. Because we're big on analytics, but our roster doesn't show that.
But I go back to my question.
What?
On this game, if we had a different coach, play a different style with the guys we have, or rotating better, or directing RJ, our golden child, to not do shots he's not capable of doing right now. I mean, 4 points, man.
Wiz, can I say something, Wiz?
Yeah.
All right, we're just below 500. We're hovering around 500. This coach is not going nowhere. So you keep throwing this point of switching the coach up is not going to change anything, bro.
Agreed.
Once, long as we're hovering around 500,
I'm not
this
saying
man will have his job.
Okay, so keep the coach. I'm just saying that we don't have to move the team towards his direction, because I don't think any movement we make is going to help the team unless we get, Steph and KD and Shaq. He's going to play where the guy's going to be misused, and no matter who we got, they're going to be misused. Our golden child is not being utilized properly by basketball genius, or basketball mind who just said 2 minutes ago that if he was, he just needed 3 or 4 more baskets and we win the game. Boom. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that who do we bring to this team that's going to be used properly, that's going to make us win if the guy using them. Again, a sword in the hand of an amateur is useless. I'm telling you, man, you just cannot win when you don't know what you're doing with the weapons you have. I mean,
I agree with you, bro. But the point of it all is that unfortunately, Leon Rose is going to ride and die with this dude.
Okay, so let's go get rid of somebody and bring in better players who still lose and end up being $500 with those guys. What we're gonna do next time? I'm gonna go. Oh, okay, so we have SGA, and we're still losing, or we're still 500, or we're still in purgatory. What are you gonna do then? Okay, let's get to the Randle. Okay, we move Randle, we'll get Cat. Oh, we're still 500, or we're still in purgatory. Okay, let's move on. Let's move Brunson. Okay, move Brunson. We're still 500. Because again, I'm saying the problem is not the players right this second. At least for the record we have, I think we have 4 to 5 extra wins on the team we have right now with a different coach. And again, I'm not saying change the coach because, like you said, we may not be able to do it. I'm just saying as we look for moving all these players, that aspect is going to be, are we going to help? It's going to change the team right now. Are we going to be out of purgatory? Are we going to be a first round, elimination team? Probably still. I still think we will be, because I don't think you can improve the team with just players when the leader of the pack is going to put you back into purgatory. Because really change RJ's responsibility if we had SGA next to Brunson. Would it just be by force because he's there? Or I think, Tim's going to still be like RJ 40 minutes, SGA 32.
So are you penciling SGA in as the ultimate solution, or is he just the next best candidate after Donovan Mitchell?
Oh no, I'd have. Oh, yeah, he's the next best solution, next best candidate.
Okay. So if that's the case with the solution, if you understand, if you're taking the approach as if Donovan Mitchell or whoever was the solution and we're the next best guy, then that means the solution is bigger than what we feel like RJ Barrett can carry, you know what I'm saying, by himself, or especially with somebody, especially with extreme help, right?
Yes.
So with that said, I would think the person that comes in to help do the heavy lifting, RJ Barrett is still going to have to do heavy lifting, even with the new guy that you bring in. You feel me? So the thing about it is this: like you saw the game that RJ Barrett played tonight.
Well, played. Oh yeah. So he did play tonight. Yeah, I saw a game.
So RJ Barrett played that game tonight, right? So RJ Barrett will have to play that game tonight or better every night, and then the person that comes in has to do the heavy lifting. RJ Barrett's still gonna have to be 20 points a game. RJ Barrett's still gonna have to be heavy rebounder because you got a midget at point guard. You know what I'm saying? Right. And no knock on Brunson, but I mean, as long as you have a small point guard, right?
Yeah.
This is what you remember. The Detroit Pistons had a small backcourt, right?
Yes.
Remember, Isaiah Thomas was 6'2", Joe Dumars was 6'2", 6'3", something like that. So you know how they made up for it, right? They went out and got a rebounding machine and Dennis Rodman, and then they loaded up with James Edwards, John Sally, Rick Mahorn, Bill Lambier, James Edwards. Man, they had Chuck Nevitt. Remember, they had like 7-footers, bro.
Yep.
To make up for the backcourt that was 6'2".
True.
Right. And so the Knicks, I don't understand we are in a different era. I understand we're in a different basketball era. I understand that. Right. But physics are physics, bro. Jalen Brunson is 6'1" with the average at best vertical, and he's not overly athletic. So he's not gonna be like a Charles Barkley who's like 6'5" and some change, grabbing 20 rebounds a game. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So all those shortcomings that we have are still gonna exist even when we go get another player.
I know, but here's my point. If we had Detroit's team in 1980, let's say 88, if we had that team, we would have Rick Mahorn trying to be a point forward if we had Tibbs as a coach.
No.
I'll just say it. I'm not trying to disturb.
Tibbs would have.
Chuck Daly used them properly.
You know what Tibbs was coaching at during the Bad Boy Pistons era?
Where?
Philly.
Think back. Philly
with Jack Lyman, the white guy with the curly hair. It was the coach when it was Barkley and Johnny Dawkins and Hersey Hawkins and all of them. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
if there's no Chuck Daly, Chuck Daly had that team moving like, oh man, he had them just right.
Yeah,
what? That was nice.
You couldn't beat them. You couldn't.
I hate them.
but the thing I'm getting at though is with the addition of another player, bro, you have to look at all the shortcomings of the team and not just look for a star. What is this star gonna do? Right? Say you go get because in my mind, SGA and Jalen Brunson are gonna try to do the same things. I think they're the same player. It's just one is 5'8" and the other one is 6'6". Mm-hmm. Or what's Brunson? Brunson is 6. They list Brunson at 6'1". One is 6'1", and the other one is 6'6". They do the same stuff.
Well, he's two different. I mean, actually, practice. He's 6'6", athletic, quick, and has a defensive mind. That's a little bit different. Yeah. Otherwise, they're the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think there are a lot of solutions out there for the Knicks. I don't think we have an in-house solution though.
Facts.
But again, are you guys going to settle this that we would not have won 4 more games with a different basketball man at the head?
No, thank you. No.
I don't believe so. We have so many roster issues.
Right.
Like we might be better in the margins and like the smaller things, but in the overarching like theme of like winning basketball games, maybe one game. But we have so many like problems roster construction wise that I just can't put all of that on Tibbs. Like there's a lot of things I wish Tibbs done better, but it's just like
I know. I'm not saying all that. Most of the losses we had this year is the roster. But I'm thinking I can see probably 4 games that was not roster, that was purely player usage, rotations.
What about the last 2 games? Let's talk about the last 2 games then, the most recent.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So Josh Hart grabbed 32 rebounds against the Knicks. What the number?
A gazillion, 19. A gazillion.
Yeah. Yo, there is no coaching for Josh Hart out rebounding Jalen Brunson.
Effort.
So
effort, willing,
let's use that example.
Hustle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
When's the last?
Willingness to win, sacrifice.
When's the last time you seen Jalen Brunson grab 15 rebounds?
Okay, no, let's switch
Never.
that up. Let's say they did exactly what they did last game. What did we lose by last game?
4 points, 127.
Okay. Let's say we take 5 minutes and 6 shots from RJ and give it to someone else. Would that have changed that dynamic a little bit?
Nah, because
no.
that's assuming that person would shoot better than RJ.
Yeah, we're going off a hypothetical. We don't know.
And
what if that person get those same amount of shots and miss more shots than RJ?
Mm-hmm.
Give it to Brunson instead of RJ, those 6 shots?
No.
Memphis could have tried to slow him. I know Brunson's 17, but some of his shots were tough though. He could have gotten tired though.
Yeah, and then Wes too. If you take those 6 shots from, think about this: even if you take those 6 shots from RJ and give them to Brunson, remember that Jalen Brunson shot 40% from the floor. So if you take 40% of the shots that he does get, does that make an impact? Because RJ Barrett shot 45% from the floor.
Right. So tonight,
50%.
the switch would have been.
Was it 50%? Yeah. So he shot 50%.
I'm sorry, but tonight's game would have been we take away 5 3-point shots and more intelligent and 4 of his, not from RJ, but from the overall team. If we had shot 5 or 6 less threes and then 2s instead, or the random threes, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to find out could another coach maybe we need Deuce in there or IQ more on defense a little bit to slow them down and have 1 stop. We need 1 stop and 1 score.
New York gave up an offensive rebound to John Morant. Remember when Morant got eviscerated by the Robinson wall, and then Ja pretty much had him an offensive rebound put in.
So you guys are hitting high on high hard right now. If you replace Ihart with Sims, would that have changed anything tonight?
More foul shots.
He could have helped a little bit though.
Foul shots.
How much
foul shots for Memphis?
They would need 4 points worth of help, and it wasn't there on the bench or in the rotation. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to look at what can be done in the immediate rather than hoping to try to get SJ when he's disgruntled, hoping that DeJounte Murray would have a time machine and go back 6 months and go, I want to go to the Knicks instead of Atlanta, or we go back.
Wiz, here's your answer, bro. I'm gonna say it's gonna make Dre laugh. I bet you.
We gotta all laugh.
Scrap all of this stuff and go get Russell Westbrook today.
There we go. I like.
Wow. I'm gonna go mute.
Yeah.
To be fair, Russ has balled out off the bench, though. To be fair with the Lakers,
Russ balled out off the bench.
I'm telling you exactly. I would.
So Wiz, so you remember how I was asking you about the guard rebounding thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you think Russell Westbrook is a good rebounder at guard?
My goodness.
Oh yeah. He's a demon on the boards. Yeah.
Right. And do you think Russell Westbrook is a unselfish player in the half court? Like, does he have a high career assist total?
I think there's something about his assist as part of his legacy. I think so. Yeah.
Right.
I heard a rumor.
The thing about it is, I know people will say, well, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, right? Right. They'll say Russell Westbrook can't shoot. But the thing about shooting, you shoot to score.
Right.
Can Russell Westbrook score? Yes, he can score. You know what I'm saying?
Russ has worked on 3-ball this year. It's improving.
It's not as bad as like Shaq and the Fool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Russell, he will uncork every now and then. He will uncork a terrible looking UFO. But I saw Obi do it tonight, and I was embarrassed. I hid my eyes. I was like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is I think Russell Westbrook would be cheaper than what we think. You know what I'm saying? You can get rid of terrible contracts. You know what I'm saying, by trading for Russell Westbrook. I'm not going to say Russell Westbrook is the savior, but I think if you bring him here and you have Randle and you have Brunson and RJ, I think he's the perfect complement. And honestly, I think when you bring in an alpha, when you bring in an alpha like Westbrook, it gives Randle carte blanche to just be Julius Randle, just be himself.
Yeah,
and Russ can still soar to the hole. Yes, he's not the thunderstruck Russell Westbrook like we saw in 2017, but he still has some meat on the bones. He still has some juice in the tank. And the rims should still be crying when he goes to the rim. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. And now the thing is, Westbrook value preseason and Westbrook value right now is a little bit different.
Yeah.
What would you do for Westbrook right now? Who you give up?
Julius Randle.
No, let's.
I'll pass for maybe
Randle.
Fournier.
Oh
I'll pass
wait, you guys are trying to win basketball games? Oh, I was. Oh, my bad, my bad. I ain't know y'all was trying to win games.
Either in either direction, you bring in Westbrook, right? If you bring in Westbrook, automatically the first thing you do is, honestly, if you bring in Westbrook, I think Jalen Brunson's going to be an all-star.
Yes.
Right? Because Russell Westbrook can't play off the ball. That's not how he's wired. Right? He's not a spot-up shooter and all that stuff. But I tell you what he will do, what he will introduce to the game, he will throw those lobs to RJ Barrett and get RJ Barrett easy points.
Right.
You have never seen a point guard in New York do that for RJ Barrett. You have never seen a high-flying Cam Reddish. Right? You have never seen Obi Toppin uncorked. Right? That's
Mitchell
what
Robinson.
that's what Russell Westbrook does for young players. Because when he grabs the rebound, if you ain't running full speed, you left behind, bro.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, now we'll correct one thing because I'm not trying to be a hater, but he'll get RJ Barrett easy shots, not necessarily easy points, because RJ Barrett misses easy shots all the time.
Right.
But I'm just doing that as a hater. But
When have you seen somebody throw a lob to RJ Barrett?
No.
It happened last game. It happened last game. Well, the game before. Remember at the end, towards the end? Towards the end, they threw a lob.
Which team were we playing? Was it Portland?
Was it Denver? It was the game that we won.
Well,
it was the game that we won.
OKC.
Yeah, OKC. It was OKC. Yeah, I think it was Brunson or Quigley, one of them.
It was Brunson. Brunson threw him a lob towards the end of the game.
But free throw about like 4 or 5 times a game minimum, not 1 or 2 times a game. Yeah,
I'm talking about easy shots. Yeah, get him like 4 or 5 easy shots a game.
Exactly, easy.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
And when I say easy, I'm saying if he gets 4 of them, he'll knock down 3 of them easy.
There we go. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but what do you pay for him? What do you pay for Russell right now?
I don't know.
Salary matches Rose and Fournier easy if they will take that, which they will.
Rose and Fournier still wouldn't be enough.
I know. Let's say the start. That's what else do we add?
Yeah, but the question is,
Mitch.
Does Westbrook want to play?
Oh, you trade Mitch?
Yeah.
and picks, right? So
no, I ain't getting no picks. I'll pick my nose.
Unprotected. Who can
giving them no picks? Giving them no picks for no Russell Westbrook, bro.
No, unprotected. You think the unprotected we're gonna actually convey this year? Do you think those are all gonna convey?
No.
So let's give them those unprotected, man.
The thing.
No. You got it backwards. Why giving the unprotected when we know they're gonna?
True.
You mean giving the protected picks?
Okay, give them protected. Yes, let's give them that protected. We're gonna be in the playoffs.
No, man, we don't give up that much for Russell Westbrook.
But I want to make sure they give them to us because right now they're feeling good, and LeBron is like, my boy got to cut in the set.
Because think about this though, the Lakers need a center right now, right?
Okay,
they need a center. They need shooting right now,
right?
And they need point guard play right now.
Okay,
so we can give them Rose, Fournier, and Mitch for Russell Westbrook.
So you give up Mitch?
Now, Freezy's talking about Westbrook. Now the question is, does Westbrook want to play for the Knicks?
He give up Mitch. Why would he give up Mitch?
Westbrook doesn't care. He wants to play basketball. He's just a game.
And he will ball out of MSG though. He would ball
but
out.
The problem with the Westbrook thing is with this current roster, it's almost like a force multiplier effect. Because if you look at the Lakers are the only team that's the worst shooting team in the Knicks, which is why their record is what it is. Right. So it's like it really wouldn't work all that well as far as their shooting. Like we'd probably be basically in the same position we are in right now, where we're a very efficient offense, but we're also not great at shooting. So it bogs us down to being.
He can play high.
It'll bog us down to being 14, 15 in overall offense because we're just not good at shooting. So I don't like This is the same reason why the Lakers aren't very good. Even though the Lakers won 5 of their last 6, 3 of those games were against the Spurs,
and
which is
and one
a
was
team
against the
that's tanking.
Pistons.
So
and so the Lakers can't shoot. I'm gonna tell you, the Lakers can't shoot because they have a terrible roster.
Big time.
And
I saw some of them dudes the Lakers were rolling out there, bro. Those dudes are not NBA
Matt
players.
Ryan, Kendrick Nunn, Reeves is decent. Lonnie Walker is decent. I mean, Toscano. I mean,
he's not even playing. Yeah, I mean,
Damian Jones.
They got the Toscano Anderson is the dude out of the Mexican League. I didn't even know Mexico
who's
had
the Anthony Davis he's
Damian
playing
Jones.
with out here though. Anthony
Draymond.
Davis has been on a tear. Like he's been averaging like 35 and 18 over the last 5 years.
Dre, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I
We ain't
saw
got
the
that
Spurs
here.
game. I saw the Spurs game, right? They threw an entry pass to Anthony Davis, right? Anthony Davis had to shield off his man to go catch a ball that was headed out of bounds as a turnover. Late in the shot clock, right? He does a spin fadeaway over 2 defenders and makes the shot. And that's every possession, bro.
Yeah.
They struggle every possession, bro, on stuff like that. They have dudes that can't play. They have dudes on their roster that should not be in the NBA. and when I tell you we give them Mitch, Derrick Rose, and Evan Fournier, those dudes getting cut.
Do you know the Lakers are interested in Miles Bridges of the Charlotte Hornets?
Right. They just don't have. They would have pulled the trigger. They just don't have enough to go get him.
Give them right. Okay, so how about this? How would Russ work with our team? Starting next to Brunson or off the bench?
I think you got to start him.
Okay, so at least we know that's a fact because we know Tim's going to start him even if we didn't want to. Okay,
right, and it fits Dre's narrative because if Dre wants to tank, you got Westbrook, right? And if this thing works, the Knicks make the playoffs second round. They get steamrolled by the Bucks, but so what? You beat a team in the first round, so you made a step.
Okay, I'm with it. I am with it personally.
Because the alternative is the Knicks getting beat in the fringes every night, and me and Dre every night complaining about Julius Randle not scrambling out to the corner. That's the alternative. The alternative is why do the Knicks? You think me and Dre complain? You wait till coach come back. You wait till coach come back and see how we keep giving up these things. And I'm not saying Russell Westbrook is a great point of attack defender because he's not, but he's better than Brunson.
Agreed.
For sure.
And here's the other thing. In case y'all didn't notice, the other night Portland didn't beat us with skill. Portland out-toughed us. Portland was tough, and we played soft.
Agreed.
Can you imagine a night where Russell Westbrook plays soft?
No. When he was 5 years old, I remember I saw him when he was 5 years old. He kindergarten.
His motor's usually on. The meter is always on.
Yep.
His motor is never off.
Right.
He might have a misdirected motor where he just does silly things because he's just playing at one speed.
Yeah.
But
and he is also the king of barreling to. You think RJ Barrett barreled to the rim?
I think when Westbrook was born, he climbed out. He's right out his mom's womb.
Right.
He sprinted out. He's like, "Get me out of here! I gotta play."
Barrel straight to the rim, straight out the womb. That's him. Right. He is the king. Jaden Ivey is the second in charge, and then RJ Barrett. If y'all hadn't seen Jaden Ivey play, bro, it is like watching a cannonball be fired.
It's just they do it at 10 times the speed RJ does it at.
And athleticism, right?
Now, the other good thing about the past couple games I liked is that Grimes plays full speed, almost Westbrook like. He moves full speed.
Okay.
Which at least he moves, and he moves at a fast pace, no matter what. Whether it's to the basket or the ground.
He knows how to attack a closeout. I'll give him that. Like if the closeout is there, he knows how to find a way to get a first step and momentum around it. But when it comes to actually like finishing at the rim, he doesn't have the bounce to do that. That's why he does the dump down pass to like Mitch or something, because he can't really go over the top.
Right.
Okay, let's go get Westbrook, man. We should have got them in September, but hey, never too late right now, right?
Never too late,
I
right?
would. I mean, Westbrook can be the answer for our problems in a different way, but
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it the opposite way of the Freezy's looking at it, where it's like
You're talking about the tank
he
version,
can
right?
he can off. Yeah, we're not even tank. Just offload some of these contracts, man, so he can just pivot a little bit cleaner. Because
Right.
being attached to the hip with Randle for 4 years is probably not the most ideal thing for
Right.
But
continued
actually,
success
isn't
after
Westbrook
this year.
own worthy of what we need is cap space for?
Yeah,
Westbrook,
because he's expiring. He
right?
makes
Fournier
$45 million.
and Rose and Mitch alone is 50 G's. I mean, 50 G's. Like, I mean,
Well,
50 mil.
I mean, Randall and Fournier alone would probably be the amount of that he makes.
I
Randall
know,
and
but
Fournier.
we're not going to let Randall go right now. Let's, realistically, we're not going to let Randall go.
Nah.
Right. Agreed.
So we got
Yeah,
somebody else.
that would require making a difficult decision, which this front office doesn't like to do. So
Right. That's talking about this. We're not going to do it. Okay.
they don't have the stones to
But Freezy, with that
do it.
squad, Brunson's going to play 82 games with Russell as well, and both going to play 35 plus minutes. So they're both going to be tied at the first round right there. You can be like, I'm exhausted.
But you don't expect that team to win a championship though, bro. Do you?
No. But I'm just talking about wearing them out and just burning out guys, man. I'm just saying. I'm going back to the one guy who's my Achilles heel in winning, at least, and that's Tom, the Tomcat. And I just
he ain't going nowhere, bro.
Tom Thibodeau?
Yeah,
Who's the Tomcat? Tom Thibodeau.
He ain't going nowhere, bro.
I know.
He's not lasting after the season.
Brian Tibbs is not going to solve your problem.
Yeah, like does Tom Thibodeau solve your personnel?
No.
Okay, so okay, Wiz, listen. If you fire Tibbs, is Jalen Brunson going to go 3 inches and get a 44-inch vertical?
No, I'm not saying not by himself. I'm saying we need a combination of the move and the Tibbs, the trade and the Tibbs, the 2 T's, trade and Tibbs. Baba. Let's make that move. That combo with the right coach will have us at least be pleased with our product at whatever place we are. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure that I think Tom will wear out Brunson. Brunson will going to keep taking those charges, getting landed on by 7-footers, 280-pound guys on his ankle or his knee.
Yeah, Brunson has been taking a beating.
He's been taking a beating, man. I mean, this guy is getting worn out. And the good thing won't be that he won't be trying to win the game by himself at the end, and he will take some stress off him. So, yes, as far as the player-wise, but, man, but RJ, yeah, okay, Russell will make that difference. Russell will make the difference. Okay, that's the move. At least that's a good step. Let's make that one step right now. And that's what I've been saying. We need to make one step right now. The Fournier Rose combo, make a move with those guys, and we'll definitely change a little trajectory of the team. It's gonna, instead of going horizontal or slightly downward, it's gonna start to point upward in no matter which way we look at it. Salary availability, salary cap, and okay, that's the move then. We gotta make that happen then, man. Oh well, I'm saying we, but you gotta call your boy Leon. Actually, we gotta Leon, man. You gotta call him.
Yeah, I don't think Leon will do that move, unless the Lakers attach a sweetener to the deal. The Lakers will probably have to attach a draft pick. Y'all know the Lakers. I mean, this front office are
a first round
junkies for draft picks, bro.
A first rounder.
Yeah. But why would we even need one, bro? We getting
With
basically we're gonna get $50 million in salary cap space in the offseason.
Right, I'm just saying that if LA offers us 2 second round, they'll still be happy because it's picks. I'm just trying to find something that's going to get them, the junkies, to be like, oh, they're all picks. We'll take
Yeah.
2 second rounders. I'm saying that
But
Lakers
I
will
mean,
offer.
but we'd be giving them legit NBA talent at least,
Yeah.
Right, so
which they don't
but
have in their rotation right now.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, for them to pull the trigger, they need a little sweet and they need a little bit of their addictive need, and that's a little draft pick, no matter what it sounds like. 2027, 2029 second rounders. And we'd be like, hey, we got 2 more draft picks. Okay.
So Leon Rose can brag in a press conference.
Exactly. So okay. So it is possible if LA would just be like, will it take second rounders? The word draft pick is attached to it. Yes, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And here's okay. All right. I'm saying let's pull that trigger, man. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the ultimate solution is, or who the the ultimate guy is. I think ultimately though, a big athletic guard next to Brunson is the thing that solves the problem.
I mean, if
and I know they're hard to find.
If you want to keep it a buck, the draft is always there.
Yeah, but what do you do between now and the draft?
Right.
Brace yourself.
Picks. We can hold the same picks, and then the draft we look at again. We reassess of the draft after Russell is maybe gone in a way. Actually, but what about the middle? With Mitch gone, what about defense?
Go ahead, Wizzy.
If you're gonna add Mitch, about our rim protection, you gonna put Sims in there?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. He'd have to get a lot of minutes regardless. But
probably.
The funny thing about a lot of this, like picks and stuff, the Mavs pick may not convey the way they're playing right now.
Right.
He may not
they're
actually
injured
get
though.
that pick. But they still have their guy. They still have Luka.
Yeah, all we just need for them to finish. Oh, good point.
What?
Because I said injuries, and then when I thought about it, I was like, man, they ain't hurt. They just trash.
Yeah, nah, they just not good. Reggie Bullock is their only guy out, which is day to day. Like their roster is just not very good.
So Dre, here's the thing: if they finish in the top 10, we get 2 second-round picks.
This year or next year.
And you talk about a heartbreaker. Bro.
If that happens,
you gonna wait 4 years for 2 second-round picks?
I mean, we had gotten another pick from them. We had 2 first from them.
Yeah. Bro.
Well, 2.
Who else? The other guy, but they could also not convey. So what happens if both don't convey? All we got is the next pick.
I'm about to look up these. Okay. Pick will transfer because the pick is currently not in the top 10.
No, it's not.
If they get top 10 picks in the next 3 years, then yeah.
Right. That's exactly. I mean, if it doesn't
say that again. Wait a minute. Say that again. I'm sorry.
From the first round pick is protected in the top 10 from 2023 to 2025.
Right.
If it doesn't convey between 2003 to 2025, then we get So I highly doubt. Like the Mavs are invested in getting Luka to the playoffs and greater, or he's going to leave. He is going to leave or ask out within the next 2-3 years if they don't invest in trying to win. So
and I don't blame him.
There's no way. So there's no way that pick is not going to convey within the next 3 years, unless they wake up and decide we're going to trade Luka tomorrow. and then they're just full on tank mode the
Boy.
next 3-4 years, then that's the only way
Oh
we won't get it.
yeah, that'd be crazy.
Mavs need some depth, man. Mavs need rim protection, need some depth. Have you
Yeah.
noticed the Mavericks have been a joke on the road? They're 1-7 away from American Airlines Center. Like they just been.
I mean,
joke on the
because their
road.
role players don't travel, and I need to give Selly some smoke. He said Spencer Dinwiddie was better than Jalen Brunson. I need to. Whenever I see Selly, I'm gonna give him some smoke for that.
Yeah, that was kind of
Absolutely not.
disrespectful.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know, Emmanuel quickly suffered a knee soreness. That's why you didn't see him in the second half.
Okay.
I just hope Quick
And
is
so
okay.
we're gonna see a lot more Grimes and Cam lineups.
Yeah.
That way.
Which is good. That's what we've been wanting anyway, right?
True,
Yeah,
true.
and we're gonna see more of Derrick Rose
Oh Jesus Christ.
because we have no backup point guard or guy
Mhm.
that can play point guard.
So should we have the pure point guard conversation again or no? Is it too early?
It's not too early, but you're gonna
It's
have
a
it on
wrap, though.
Nick's morning drive if you're gonna be on for morning drive.
Bro, we should have, man, quite frankly, bro, we should have been traded for Mike Conley, bro. I don't even know what we waiting on. Because
I
the
actually like that. I actually like the idea of Mike Conley.
The thing about it is you don't get Mike Conley to be the 2013 version of himself. You know what I'm
You
saying?
get Mike Conley to be the Jason Kidd version of when he was on the Knicks.
Yeah, to throw the
Those
lob to
years
Obi. Yeah,
And to play some defense.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
He's serving that role for the Jazz right now, and they're gonna flip him
Yeah.
for something.
and bro, the Danny Ainge is doing it so perfect, bro. I'm so jealous of the Jazz, bro. I'm so jealous of the Utah Jazz, man. They did you see what they got for Rudy Gobert?
Oh my god, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
and it's like, and I'm watching this team get blown out by the Warriors, like destroyed,
right?
like toyed with. Like you know how like a team like gets up by 25, 30 and they just play with their food. They let you back in for like
Yeah.
to get the score down to like 12, 13, then they put
Minnesota
their foot
did
down
not
and let
fight.
Klay Thompson hit 2 threes and then you just wasted all your
Yeah.
effort trying to get back in.
I mean, look at it. The Jazz got, I'm sorry, Freeze. The Jazz got Beasley, Balamo, Kessler, Vanderbilt, the 2023 first round pick, 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick, 2029 first round pick, and 2026 pick swap. Wow.
Yeah.
And Beasley right now is like one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, and you know they're gonna trade him
Yeah.
for
He's
something.
really
They're gonna get like a late first for him
Yeah.
and keep it pushing. It's
Oh man.
Yeah.
man, and Danny Ainge, regardless, he fleeced.
I'm
He
so
fleeced.
jealous of them, bro.
Yeah.
He fleeced,
I-
and the Cavs could afford to get fleeced because they had the
Right.
talent.
I mean, I know Utah's kind of slid off the face of the earth. That's a bit lost in their last 9, but marketing, playing like an all-star, Colin Sexton, bowling. I mean, Jordan Clarkson's been clutch so far this year. I mean, Kelly Olynyk has been lining it up. I mean,
and they're going to trade him too. They're going to trade him
they're
too.
going to trade all these guys you naming. They're going to trade them.
Yeah.
Like they're doing this little campaign for marketing to get to the All-Star game because it's in Utah.
Yeah.
After that, he is not playing in the second half. I can almost guarantee it. They're gonna find some sort of.
Yeah, they're going downhill. Yeah, they started off high, but they kind of lost in their last 9, so they kind of regressed a little bit.
Hey, Dre,
but like,
you know what the funny thing about that you just mentioned is people thought they weren't going to trade Spider till after the All-Star game. Remember that? They'll never trade Spider. The All-Star game is in Utah. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's this?
Well, Spiders is wearing some gold in Ohio.
Donovan Mitchell is was traded to the team that had the All-Star game last year.
Facts. Wayne Jones, man, it's weird.
And the team that had the All-Star game last year had 2
For a
All-Stars.
team that should have been in the playoffs, if it wasn't
Yeah.
for the dumbass playing. I'm sorry for my language. If it wasn't for the dumb playing, a team that should have been in the playoffs last year, the Cavs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the injuries took them out of playoff position because they were
Yeah, they
playing really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The Cavs were lining up the world 35-21 to start the year.
Until about March, right?
Mhm,
Yeah,
on March. And
then-
ironically, on an ESPN Sunday game against the Raptors, Allen hurt his thumb, and then Garland suffered some injuries. Mobley got hurt his ankle, and then the team's starting to go downhill. Don't forget Rubio tore his ACL against the Pelicans. Like Sexton tore his meniscus, ironically, against the Knicks. Fully healthy, they would have been in the playoffs last year. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Mhm. True.
Yeah, but that's the new rules now, so got to live by it. Got to honor it too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Because mind you, they won their play-in, so they earned it. What did they lose in the play-in?
No, they lost in the play-in. They lost in the Nets and
Okay,
the Hawks.
Okay. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of the play-in though. I mean, that's just me. I'm not a big fan of the play-in. You have
It was
82
cute when they first mentioned it, but nah.
You have
know what I'm saying?
82
Now it's
games
just like,
to win games.
whatever.
82 games.
But
If you
but also teams would just tank outright, flagrantly tank if that wasn't a thing.
If the
didn't
plan wasn't
exist,
a thing. Yeah.
if it
but
didn't
teams are still
exist,
kind of
teams would
tanking
be-
now.
Yeah, but that's the bottom of the bottom. Like the fringe teams are actually like attempting to play or showing
Yeah.
token like
Mhm.
competitiveness. Like the
Yeah,
bottom of the
'cause-
bottom is gonna completely tank regardless. The bottom 3, 4.
Because you're gonna finish around the same draft range anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the point in not?
And who wants to watch a
Not trying.
34-win team in a 10 seed? Like, who wants to watch the Spurs last year in the playing? Like, why? And also,
Why?
even the Clippers, they got screwed over because of the playing, because Paul George caught the virus. Imagine that never happened. They would have been in the playoffs last year, and PG probably doesn't get sick.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
But Kawhi didn't play, so they wouldn't have.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just saying that the Clippers kind of got robbed, in my opinion. The Clippers should have been in the playoffs last year.
Right.
Mm. Hey, do you guys think that John Moran finishes better than RJ?
Is that a real
Finishes
question?
what?
What do you mean?
To the basket.
John Morant's a way better finisher than RJ. Heck yes.
Yeah.
John Moran has better hair than RJ.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Better jersey number than RJ.
I was watching the replay of tonight's game or some highlights, and you know how many times Ja pulls up for a little mid range or a little short 10-foot shot when everyone collapses into the paint.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
And
if Mitchell Robinson didn't exist, those would be dunks.
I know, but my point is that he's a better finisher than RJ, but yet he doesn't go to the rim every time. With RJ just every so often stops and does a little 10-foot shot. How many baskets would he have over the one?
He
and then
worked on
John
his
like
floater.
nailed the mid range at the end of the fourth quarter to put the Grizz up 3.
Yeah,
Say it again?
RJ got to do a couple of stops. He can't drive every time.
Well. To be fair for John Morant, I watched an interview of his. He said he's making a concerted effort to make his game a little bit more finesse to last longer in the league because he doesn't want to always have to jump in the air to get what he needs to get done.
And then
he still falls for the
how
trap.
come the guy who cannot jump drives and is doing what Ja is trying not to do, and the guy who can jump, who try to go slam from the free throw line against Nurkic the other night when he was below the rim, and he reaches back and he's below the rim like he's gonna hammer it home. Why doesn't he do a finesse game?
He doesn't do it because RJ's touch is terrible. He tries his little floaters. They just don't be going in.
Not floater, stop and pop, little short shot. He has that, doesn't he? Or does he?
Yeah, but there's a concerted effort to make, like I said earlier, the Knicks don't take nearly as many mid-range shots unless it's Jalen Brunson as last year. Like Randle doesn't take very many anymore.
So whose fault is that?
That's philosophy.
It's us cleaning it up because 2 years ago, that's all we did. and our offense was terrible. And so it's Tom Thibodeau making a correction, doing self-correction, understanding what's wrong with his offense and correcting it. 2 years ago, bro, 2 years ago, bro, we used to have 9 people. Yo, the running joke was like pitching a tent in the paint. Remember that? We would be up here talking, and people would talk to me about horns half to death, and I'd be like, if another MF would say horns, I'm throwing this computer out the window.
Floppy?
Yeah, floppy. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So Tibbs made a correction. I give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Last year he came in with the mentality that they were going to shoot more threes. They said it off rip. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why they signed Kemba and Fournier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So gotta give Tibbs credit.
True. He has made adjustments this year. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So. And is part of that the front office going to Tibbs and like, hey man, you better tighten up, or is it Tibbs doing it on his own, being a basketball coach? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. That all that matters is being done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
man. So man, this game has me mentally exhausted, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mentally worn out by what I saw.
We see our flaws, and we see our flaws, and we see it over and over and over again.
And we just
and it's still like it's hard to digest.
We still can't.
That's what it is.
An NBA basketball team can't knock down open 3-pointers.
Consistently 10 for 30. I know they shot 7 for 14 in the second half, but yeah, true. But 10 for 30, that's kind of unacceptable. And just rebounding. The Grizz were just rebounding. Like New York is just looking at the ball. The only like positives from this game was Jalen Brunson being aggressive. I thought Cam Reddish played well with his energy. So and Rose here and there. That's the only and also Mitch balled that. That's the only positive.
RJ was more efficient. RJ was more efficient this 91.
RJ being aggressive too.
Yeah.
And also Jalen Brunson was the benefactor of a very light whistle. Jalen Brunson went to the free throw line a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then when you watch RJ and Julius, you're like, hey, how come they not getting the same calls? You know what I'm saying? So I could easily see, you know what I'm saying, this game going in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, State of the Knicks podcast is in the building. State, what's good, my brother?
Salute, State.
Salute to State, man.
State.
I think State told us one time that he loved Tibbs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even though Randle did some things, Randle taking 9 shots is unacceptable. Randle should have been a little bit more. Even though he did the little things, 9 shots is unacceptable if you're Randle. You gotta be more aggressive, you know.
Right.
If State, God forbid, if State passed tomorrow on his tombstone, is gonna say fire. It's gonna say fire Tibbs, trade Julius Randle, and start Cam Reddish.
Yep. It's gonna say get Randle off my team. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up right here, man, and get us out of here so we can do this next morning drive. In a few hours, bro. I don't know how much. Yo, I need some energy from somewhere, man. Dre, you know what I'm saying? You know how you do this.
It deflated you, man.
I think that's the best way to say it. Just like you said it. Because you try to work, and then you got like dogs that like to fight each other on your brand new furniture. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff going on at home with the missus. You know what I'm saying? Then you got bosses that act like jerks. You know what I'm saying? And then Tom Thibodeau won't even play the kids.
But if you're a Jets fan, you'll feel good right now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to do the next morning drive. I threw a thumbnail together and put it out there. I'm gonna try to do it at 9, probably for like an hour, so I can get some work done, pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? But I think I feel like arguing, bro. I think I might feel like arguing tomorrow. I think might feel like arguing in the morning. You know how you try to start a fire or whatever. How it's quiet. It's like that right now.
You know what buttons to push for each particular person, so you gonna push them. That's what the Chief Rocker does, don't it? They push the buttons.
Yeah, the number one Chief Rocker in Knicks universe, bro. That's him. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. We gonna get out of here, man. We'll holler at y'all later. Thank you, everybody, for coming through.
You're welcome.
Rocking with us. So same time tomorrow, probably about 11:30, and same time. You know, we're just gonna try to. Wiz, we're gonna try to crank up vibes and stuff, bro. We're gonna try to kickstart vibes and stuff again.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna try to kickstart that. I'm working on OBS. So
Right.
Excellent.
So all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll holler at y'all later.
You too.
All right. Peace out.